The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do that make me feel alright. You know I work all day to get your money to buy a thing, and it's worth it just to hear you say you're gonna give me everything. So why on earth should I moan? 'Cause when I get you alone, you know I feel alright. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight, tight, yeah. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do that make me feel okay. So why on earth should I moan? 'Cause when I get you alone, you know I feel alright. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. Wow. When I'm home,
Corny.
feeling you holding me tight,
Dick.
tight, yeah. Been a hard day's night,
Daddy Pony.
and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night.
Are you mad?
Be sleeping like a log.
You know,
But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do that make me feel alright.
Grab pussy.
You know I feel alright.
You can do it right now, please.
Come on.
Here we go. Here we go. The vibe is very... Oh,
Hey, Dan.
Oh, the Beatles. Stop there, Beatles, for crying out loud. So there's a new legend in town. Good evening, the Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee, you are...
Katherine Boyle.
0344 499 1000. Seb, stay there. We're going to come to you in a second. Now, some controversy has arisen in the last 15 minutes
Yeah.
that I'm surprised at. I'm going to play you a clip that was on BBC News, BBC Local News, the TV news, right, tonight, earlier today. It's filmed in Uxbridge. So BBC London TV news, right? And it's a guy doing a piece to camera. I have no idea what he's talking about, but he stood in an Uxbridge street doing a really boring piece. And as he's doing it, a young lad comes up behind him and fun ensues. Let's have a little listen. This is the whole thing. Let's have a little listen to this. Here we go.
What happens now is a series of hustings, events, debates up and down the country. 15.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, this is about the leadership.
This is about the
race.
leadership
of them.
thing.
There may even be, wait for it, some broadcast interviews before the members vote.
So boring.
About
It's
150,
boring.
160,000 Conservative members. Now, we expect Boris Johnson to make much of his record in London. Now, that will divide opinion, because not everyone thinks he did a good job. But what we can say is that
Here comes it
looks
now.
for him in...
Suddenly, a young man has jumped behind him, holding a telephone, looking very excited, stood over his shoulder and looking straight at the camera.
Uxbridge, also something where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority here.
12,000!
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks
It won't-
very much, Tim.
Say,
That is genius!
Right, he starts over his shoulder.
Genius.
And then the 5,000 is given from in front of him so that the guy giving the piece to camera has to move to one side to get his face still on the camera. And then the young lad gets closer to the camera for the last bit.
Let's have it again.
is that it looks for him in Uxbridge, also something where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority here.
12,000!
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks
It won't-
very much.
You can hear him
Genius.
getting closer.
Genius, right? He's genius. And I have said on Twitter, anyone know who this guy is? I want to get him on the show. A couple people gone, what for? I said, because I think he's a legend. I want to celebrate him. I've had so many people say, why do you want to get that twit on? Don't give him more publicity. He's an idiot. He's an ignoramus. He's an idiot. I've had a few people say this. Pete says, do I sound trebly to you? I sound very trebly to me in my ears. It sounds it's very sibilant. I don't know if something's changed. Pete says, if I won the lottery, I'd hire that guy to follow me around all day, shouting everything I see. But there have been a lot of people saying, don't get that idiot on. He said, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. He is look, this guy here says, I think you misspelt Bellend. No, not at all. It's funny. And I'm so confused that anybody, particularly anybody that follows me, would find that not funny, would find that offensive.
Right. It's live television news, which we all know is ripe for the taking with this kind of thing. It doesn't rough anyone up. He doesn't throw anything. He doesn't do anything violent in any way. I think it's funny.
Here we go. Joe Simpkins, I'm in Black Mirror. You are insane. Any obnoxious collection of atoms is a legend. I think you misspelt Bellend. No, this is funny. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We are living in such dry... Someone there, twit. Some people are very easily amused. Yeah, I am. I am amused by a kid. He's probably, 16 maybe, 17. Having the balls to... It's not important.
He didn't swear.
Didn't swear. What that man is doing, right, that reporter, is not important. What we're doing right now is not important. It's not important. It's not important. He wasn't reporting on a murder. He wasn't talking about someone who died. He's talking about a bunch of tosspots who are seeing trying to work out the mathematical formula for how many Tory MPs you can shove up Boris Johnson's jacksie. That's what's going on right now. That's it, right? It's not important. And this young man saw the opportunity to have a laugh for his mates. He's on the phone, so someone he knows is watching the TV. Someone he knows is watching the TV. Could be his mum, could be his mates, could be anybody. He's doing it for them. That should be celebrated. That should be encouraged. It's hilarious. I want more of this. This is what I was saying the other day about streakers. It's the same thing as streaking. Doesn't harm anybody. It's not offensive. It's a bit of fun. Yeah. Prank calls, they don't work on this show. You're welcome to try. They don't work on this show because we let anyone on. But there's another, LBC do these phone-ins with Farage and all that. Phone up Nigel Farage on his show, string him along for 2 or 3 minutes, then pull the rug out from under his feet.
Whatever happened to the British appetite
Here we go.
for bursting the bubble of pomposity?
Here we go.
We're supposed to be a nation of gentle jokesters.
This is it.
Who get this stuff, right? No one got shoved, no one got sworn at, no racial slurs were thrown.
No milkshakes were thrown, nothing. It was a young man having a laugh, and it was funny. It was funny, right? He interrupted something that was not important. Yeah, I'm sure that host is peed off. Maybe he's having a laugh now. I bet the cameraman was loving it.
Tell you what, more people have seen his report as a result of what that kid did.
Exactly. We need to... If you know who that guy is, please, please, please beg him to phone up. Beg him to phone me up. I want to... here we go. Liam gets it. It isn't offensive in the slightest. He's a young lad having a laugh. Congrats to him for putting a smile on thousands of people's faces. That clip's been watched. That version of the clip, there are other versions. That clip's been watched 22,000 times.
Tell you who'd have loved that?
Yeah.
Dennis Norden.
There you go. We used to embrace this stuff and celebrate this stuff. More prank calls to radio stations. When they get when they get Jacob Rees-Mogg on here on Julia's show, I don't know if she takes calls. Phone up. This is the trick. You string them along for about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then bam, you get in with the question. Slightly difficult here because we've got a dump button. The BBC does not have a dump button on any of its radio stations. I keep telling you this, dear listener, and you do not listen. You can phone up any BBC radio station, 4, 5 Live, any local station, as long as you get on air. They don't have a dump button. Don't be mean. Don't swear. Don't be racist. Don't do that. That's not fun.
Don't get anyone in trouble.
That's not fun. But go on. I once phoned up. I don't know if it was Mike Dickin or Mike Mendoza. I phoned up. This was a bit naughty, actually. He was talking about how ecstasy should be made even more illegal or something. And I phoned up and I said, yeah, I agree. I think that ecstasy is terrible. And I run a Christian youth centre, and we talk to them a lot about the dangers of ecstasy, that it's a terrible, terrible drug. In fact, one night we actually brought in some ecstasy and we offered it to the young people to try themselves. They're 13, 14 years old, and we offered it to them to try themselves so they could see just how bad ecstasy was. And I think it might have been Mike Dickin. I haven't got that call. And he's not really listening. Dickin would never listen. Sorry, what did you say? I said, yeah, we gave ecstasy to some 13-year-old children to see. It's a bit mean. This was like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a little bit mean. But there's nothing racist. There's no swear words. And he had every right. He's then got the power to cut me off, as he did, tell everyone what an idiot I am. It's a bit of harmless fun. We need more of this. This is what I voted Brexit for this young man. I want that man. I'd give that kid a job on this show. I would pay him to go out and interrupt news reports. There's going to be a lot more news reports in Uxbridge if Boris Johnson becomes Prime Minister. That's what he's the MP for. There'll be more news reports than there have been seen public appearances of Boris Johnson in Uxbridge. There's going to be a lot more. Uxbridge, do me proud. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us and also if you disagree, if you think he is a twit, if he's an embarrassment, let me know why, because I genuinely don't get it. He's a hero to me. He's a hero. Let's go to Seb.
Oh. I'm still out then, sorry.
Sorry? What? Hello, Seb?
12,000?
There we go!
5,000?
Yeah!
It won't happen again.
There we go. I want a T-shirt. I want a T-shirt printed up with that on. He's a legend, isn't he?
He's absolutely brilliant. Although I am a bit surprised that people are thinking that he's a ding dong.
I can't believe it.
And I think with your and Kath's explanation of the clip, I don't think you're doing it justice. He's so happy.
Oh, yeah. He's full of joy, isn't he, Seb?
So happy.
Yeah.
And the newsreader, Tim Donovan, who's like the political editor of BBC whatever, somebody replied to it saying, "Oh, he did an accidental partridge because the lad kind of is behind him, jumps in front when he's like 5,000, and then Tim just pushes him gently to the side, steps to the side, the camera follows him, and then 5,000 left." Proper partridge, absolutely brilliant. Steve Coogan would be proud.
But also, I thought I bet he was a bit angry. I'm sure he's seeing the funny side this evening. Now it's gone viral.
Oh my
I thought
God,
he handled himself very well, the presenter.
Perfect. I've seen that happen before when the presenter has got angry, and that makes them look terrible.
No, you can't.
You've got to style it out.
You cannot get angry. You've just got to go in. He obviously wrapped up the report a little bit quicker than he wanted. It was just beautiful, and I cannot believe that in this once proud nation that we were famous. We were famous for two things: our music and our humour. That people are getting so upset about a young man who's expressing joie de vivre. That guy is alive. He's a legend.
That was the modern version of Hello Mum.
Yeah, Hello Mum. You always used to see that at college tomorrow or at work tomorrow. He should be paraded around on a sedan chair. Honestly, he's my hero, Seb.
No, he's my hero for this week. It's just absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
He is... Oh, my God.
He is my God as well, Seb. Thank you very much indeed. If anyone's got a problem with it, I'd love to know why. I was so surprised when people who follow me, people who contribute quite a bit to this, were just having a pop. And there was, because Danny Baker retweeted it. And so there were some people that don't follow me.
Right.
Who started having a pop. No. This is brilliant. I want more of this. And I don't know how we get more. I'm probably not supposed to encourage it, but you know what? I'm encouraging it. Play nice. Don't swear. Don't be racist. Don't be misogynistic or homophobic. Think a little bit.
Yeah, don't get physical.
No. Just this is better than chucking milkshakes over people. This is brilliant. What fun. We can talk about that. We've got loads of stuff to talk about if you want, dear listener. 0344 499 1000. We'll have a round of Pass the Chat on a little bit later on. a little bit later on. But we've got plenty to talk about. This, dear listener, is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I had a young man come round my house yesterday and knead my buttocks. He kneaded them. It was a masseuse.
Masseur?
Masseuse is the thing. I bet you say saxophonist as well, don't you?
No, saxophonist.
I bet you say a flute player.
A flautist.
Okay, all right. We're getting somewhere now. So I had a guy come round to give me a massage. Young lad, he's only about 24. And because my back has been hurting since the dabs. I think it was the car crash. I'm going to stop saying I got bad back because of doing 410 dabs. Because people just go, what'd you do that for? So I'm going to say it's the car crash that did it. But my back has been in absolute agony, and he came round, and he's not fixed it. It's not fixed it, but I feel a whole lot better thanks to Aidan pummeling me. Here's the thing: he wouldn't stop talking.
Oh, that's not relaxing.
No, it's not. He's such a nice lad. He's in a band.
Although sometimes it can be. Maybe he was trying to take the tension out of it.
Yep.
By chatting.
Possibly.
Because having a strange man in your house touching you like that could be a little bit tense.
He sent me... Now, this could be a dangerous game. He's in a band.
Uh-huh.
And he sent me some links to his band.
Right.
Do we? I think we have to. I think we have to. Think we have to. We're going to. I've not listened to this, so I don't know. We're going to. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going in. This is my masseuse's band. Hey, this is all right. Phew. This is all right. No, this is all right. This is a relief, isn't it? Imagine. All right, that was all right. Let me find another. They're called the Running Guns, I think. Let me find another one. Let me see if we can find another song by the Running Guns. Let's have a little listen. Adverts. That's a relief. Imagine it. They were good. Here we go. Let's have a listen. This is the Running Guns. Nope. Bit different from the first one, I'll be honest.
Oh, the rich people want what the poor people got, and the poor people want what the rich people got.
I think I need to get a new masseuse. He's a really nice lad, and he's 24, right? And his favourite singer, Rod Stewart.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
From the Faces days?
From the Faces days,
right,
yes.
okay.
Not from the Downtown Train days or the American Songbook days, volumes 1 to 5. From the Faces days.
Okay, well, I can see that.
Yeah, and I thought
he's a step away, you see. He doesn't think of Rod in the same way as we do.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because we think leopard skin pants.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, touch me off.
Although that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun, Rod.
No.
But Rod the Mod.
Yeah,
was cool.
Yeah, no, he's cool. He was a big fan of Rod Stewart, which I found very surprising. But I said, welcome to the world of the elderly.
Did you mention? Can I see you tonight?
What a downtown train! I did not mention that.
No, don't burst his bubble.
I did not mention that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Katherine, what have you got for us tonight?
I've just seen that Darren Izzard's tweeted me about, this kind of joyous nature of just usurping authority in a very gentle, friendly way that happened on the local news, local BBC News in Uxbridge. We mentioned that at the top of the show. And Darren sort of said, did you ever see this one from transfer deadline day in football, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this is where they get purple vibrators and
do they?
Yeah, and like wave them about in the back of shots, right?
Okay.
But also poke people with them.
No, never poke a person with a vibrator unless you have consent.
Exactly.
Why would they have vibrators with them?
Just because it's, I don't know, I guess because, they're football
Saying
fans
that,
and it's embarrassing.
I've got 2 in my bag at the moment, so point taken. Yeah, why not? Why not?
You never know when you're going to need one.
You never know. We never know when you might need to whisk some eggs as well, so...
Although that just remind me of the last time we got on a plane. But
Catherine, last time we went on a plane, Catherine had a vibrator.
My bag was buzzing.
With her.
She
had a vibrator No.
I've got this this face wash thing. It's like a rubber brush that vibrates, so you can foam up your facial cleanser.
Foam up something, yeah.
Right, but it also exfoliates. It's brilliant. I love it. It's one of my favourite things, and I think you'll find I am glowing as a result.
Yes,
but not in that way. But just before we got on the plane, there was an announcement saying all ladies have to put their handbags in their hand luggage if it will fit because they're tight. So, Iain, you said that it would be necessary for me to stuff my massive handbag into my bag.
The intros to your stories are so long.
Stop it! Yours are really long. This is why I do one-liners, because I have to jump in between the breaths.
Okay, well...
Just let me have some space, man.
I'll give you some
space. So I stuffed the bag in, and obviously, in the meantime, I'd pressed down this thing. So as I zip up the bag, I can already feel it, and you can hear it.
There's no such thing as a vibrating flannel.
It's not flannel, it's a face brush.
Face brush.
I'll put a picture up on Twitter if you don't believe me.
Yeah, go on then.
Although it's probably got multiple uses. There's also a massage side. Anyway, so my bag's buzzing. And of course on the...
We were all buzzing. We were excited to get on an aeroplane.
On the tiled floor as well. You could hear it against the floor. The whole bag was like...
Then she sat on it.
I did not sit on it.
For 20 minutes. I had to delay the flight.
But I kept feeling... Right, and the thing is, because it times itself, like some electric toothbrushes will go... when it's to change what part of your mouth
Now you're giving too much detail, almost as if it's not true.
No, it's true. So as I'm pulling along, I'm thinking, right, that's 1, that's 2.
Yeah.
Please be over by the time we get up to the actual desk.
2 what? Orgasms?
No, 2 sections of the timer.
Okay,
right? And then it turns itself off, is what I'm thinking. Please turn yourself off, because I'm pulling this along and it looks dodgy as. Yeah. And as we got up to the desk, it was still going. Thankfully, people were talking quite loud, but it was a hairy moment.
Was it? Okay, I didn't see that. 03 44 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We don't approve of waving vibrators or hey diddle diddles on television.
And poking people in the ear with them. No,
not poking them. No,
that's what they were doing.
That's unhygienic. You get a sexually transmitted disease in your ear. Imagine that. You get syphilis of the ear. Outrageous. Let's go. We're on a dirty trip. Let's get in there. Meant to do this last night. Top 10 sex fantasies revealed by sexpert Tracy Cox.
Oh, yeah.
We've had Cox before, haven't we? Mm-hmm. We love Cox.
She's one of the most famous.
We love Cox on this show. Tracy Cox here for Mail Online. What are you thinking, darling? We need some appropriate... music. Let's get some appropriate music. Here we go. Okay, this could be good. There we go, we're in.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow! I got a mouthful of sausage.
Dick. Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy? All right, okay, guys.
Shanty pony.
You're a pervert. Shag a pony.
You can pack that in as soon as you like.
What are you thinking, darling? We ask. Snuggle. That's, by the way, that's I've just live mixed the theme to any sex talk we do on the show. It's the best theme to a section ever. And it's going to be spelled SEXTION.
Oh.
E-C-T-I-O-N. Sex-erection.
Sorry?
Sex-erection.
Sorry?
Sex-erection.
Don't get it.
Sex-erection. What are you thinking? This is written by Tracy Cox. Cox! Ah! What are you thinking, darling, we ask, snuggled up romantically on the sofa, one head on his shoulder. How much I love you? He replies.
Liar!
Yeah, right. Far more likely... Gosh. Sorry. Far more likely, he's imagining a sexual sandwich with him stuck between you and your best friend.
What?
More likely, he's thinking, I wonder what time she's going to bed so I can play PS4. I mean, that's probably... Can I finish that Bob Dylan documentary, or is she going to get annoyed?
Also, my best friend is Iain.
96% of us fantasize. What are the other 4% doing?
They're asleep.
But men and women's fantasies are very different. Women's fantasies tend to be more involved than men's arses. Men's are, sorry. Which makes sense. We read more. What? Are generally more imaginative. What? Women read more and are generally more imaginative than men? What
I mean, we're subjected to more crap.
Yeah, if you count Catherine Cookson and the instructions on a tampon box, then yeah, you guys read more.
Oh, that's rude.
I think tampons are not rude. It's to do with something as a woman's monthly blood cycle.
Oh, my God.
This is taking a very unsavoury turn. I do apologise. Yeah! I'm making love tonight. Women, we read more, are generally more imaginative and need more varied stimulation to arouse us. Our fantasies almost always have a plot. Oh!
Do they?
0344 499 1000. There's scene setting, character development, and a narrative arc.
I think she's crediting her fellow woman with a little bit too much there.
This is nonsense. Men go for instant action and are more sexually explicit. They fast forward straight to the naughty bits. And the entire fantasy is often simply bits sliding into bits.
Oh.
In graphic detail. Incorrect, Cox. Cox does not know Cox, it would appear. They'll often have one simple image rather than a video. This is like in the mind, it means. And it's often of someone they think they could pull in real life. Even men's idea of the perfect fantasy girl see the side box. Women have a side box?
What?
Oh, it means in the story, sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought if I missed something here, side box. Even men's idea of the perfect fantasy girl isn't dramatically different to what an average woman looks like. This is why amateur porn sites and live webcams with normal-looking girls are so popular with men. They like to think they've got a stab at the sex actually happening. All right, okay. Women, on the other hand, have no problems picturing Bradley Cooper frothing at the mouth.
What?
For the chance to slide a hand up our skirts.
I think anyone frothing at the mouth would be a little bit of a turn-off. What's the matter with him? Ah. It's disgusting.
Come and lick my frothy mouth.
Oh, God.
Oh, that smells funny. My saliva really stinks. Does your saliva... Can I smell your mouth?
No!
Please let me... Once I had I think I had like lung infection or something, because when I breathed it smelled so disgusting, and I breathed through my nose on a friend once and made him sniff it. And he got out of the car and walked away. It was awful. Let me smell your breath.
No.
Please.
No.
Please, let Sam smell your breath and then let me lick his nose.
I don't want to do this. What?
Would you smell my breath?
No.
Please. Someone smell my breath. Let me smell someone's breath.
The bonus is I can't smell it from across the desk. I have worked with people in the past. You can smell their breath from across the room.
Okay.
That is bad.
Okay. So you're going to let me smell your breath?
No.
Okay. Another significant difference, women are more likely to fantasize a lot when we're having lots of sex. Men do it when they're not. This is by no means an exhaustive list of what the average man conjures up in his saucy daydreams. I'm not kidding either when I say the most popular male fantasy of all is likely to be...
Revealed after this!
Experience the unconventional.
Hello?
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock, hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Very quiet on the phone calls. I think people are scared to phone us because it's just so horny.
Oh, my.
Let's get some more porno music on. There we go. There we go. Oh, I've just noticed something. What? What is this we're playing here? It's porno music.
Is it?
Right, yeah. What don't you get in modern porn?
Music.
You don't get any music.
Oh, I bet I know why.
All the good composers are dead.
No.
Oh.
Costs.
Right,
because there's no money in porn anymore.
And they edit it to put on Brazzers and Pornhub and stuff.
Also, if you whack it on one of these free sites, you could get done for a copyright infringement.
But even if it's specially composed music, you wouldn't. But there's no music. And before it was always, there's somebody at the door. Oh, hi. What's all that? But now it's just
Doesn't it kill the mood a bit having this kind of caper going on?
It's wicked. It's working for me right now. Right, so please someone call in because this is even I'm annoying myself. I'm not kidding when I say the most popular male fantasy of all is likely to be fantasies about you, Sam.
What?
No, just you. If there's one person most likely to appear in his sexual fantasies, it's you, his female partner. 9 out of 10 of us have fantasised. I'm going to clip my back. Hang on. There we go.
That better have been your back.
That was my back. 9 out of 10 of us have fantasised about our current romantic partner, and 51% do it often. His fantasies centre on things he's already done. Why is she painting men out to be completely unimaginative? I can come up with some great ideas in my head. His fantasies centre on things he's already done or would like to do to you and are a turn-on because available flesh and blood is sometimes more a turn-on than the unattainable. There's a good chance it has come true already. Okay. Now, next one. Having a threesome and group sex. So this is what men... okay, I think this is men's fantasies, right. 89% of people report fantasising about threesomes. Straight men are far more likely to prefer the man-woman-woman combo, which is handy because straight women are more open to threesomes with other women than they are two men. This is very confusing maths. Can someone draw a diagram, please? I've got no idea what's going on. It's highly likely you will be one of the three people, the female partner, I guess. People who have a partner often make them part of the threesome fantasy. Often, here we go again, predictably, it's you, your best friend, and him that star in it. That... Cat's face!
God, imagine.
This is of course, the adult male equivalent of the childhood fantasy of being locked up in a candy store. Yeah? If having sex with one woman feels good, having sex with two must be double the fun.
No, because one's sitting there like...
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I could think of something they could do, but it was just... I feel pressurised when there's one... I feel pressurised when there's one woman there. There's two... Holy shit.
And you know they're going to talk about it afterwards, especially if they're best friends. Ladies, that combo.
Let me stop. You guys must be hungry, thirsty. We can take a break, make a cup of tea. I'll bring up some cheese sandwiches and some sausage rolls. I'll be a good host.
Imagine, right? Every time after that you go out and they nip to the loo together, you know what they're talking about.
Studies show the vast majority of men don't want and actually couldn't cope with such sexual demands in real life. I've received lots of emails over the years from men in an absolute panic because their girlfriend or wife has finally given in to their constant pleas for a threesome. Group sex fantasies are common for both sexes. They're a heady blend of exhibitionism, voyeurism, bi-curiosity, and a human longing for excess. Fantasy fellatio.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he like a soul singer in the 80s? Around about the same time as Glenn Medeiros.
That was Latin music, wasn't it?
Giving or receiving oral sex is near the top of the list for both sexes. Here's His fantasy has one vital ingredient. The woman doesn't do it to give pleasure, she does it to get pleasure. Worshipping his almighty penis. Has Tracy Cox ever met a man? Has she ever met an actual
It's almighty
man?
penis.
Wowzers.
All rise for the penis!
All right, Judge Rinder. I mean, Judge Judy. Sorry. Begging him to let her take it in her mouth. She accompanies the oral sex with lots of comments like, 12,000! 5,000! It won't happen again! No, with lots of comments like, God, it's huge. Even though oral sex is something nearly all couples do, part of us secretly think of oral sex as dirtier than intercourse. Doing something new. Changing things up. Varying partners, positions, settings. And what we're doing is a popular male fantasy. His favourite fantasy position is doggy style. It's women's second favourite. And he's also quite fond of imagining sex in a public place. See, that's wrong. I don't, but we know that was your thing.
But it wasn't my thing.
Right, well, hands up if you've had sex outside. Whoa, Sam! Sam!
It's a young people's thing, right? Sometimes you just...
Sam the man!
You can't...
Whoa!
You can't stop.
Catherine's hand went up. Sam...
Actually...
It wasn't together, was it? Sam, come on, on the microphone. Get on the ones and twos. Spin those wheels of steel. Tell us what happened.
So I lived opposite a public park.
Boom.
And
end of story.
And it was a why not sort of situation. Walking home, walking past it.
Nighttime, I'd imagine it.
Yes, yeah. It was sort of like.
It's not like get the kids off the swings.
No, it would have been like 3 o'clock in the morning sort of time. Climb over the fence to get in.
Yeah,
the place was locked. And yeah,
wow,
scared the crap out of me though when a fox came about 2 feet away from me.
You're foxing. He joined in. Wow. And Kath, we haven't got time to go into all of your
there aren't that many but,
outdoor sexual encounters.
You know, let's just say I had a rural upbringing.
Oh, rural. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I thought you said something completely different. That comes up next. Anal sex. No, not doing it to you. Receiving it himself.
Gosh.
Yes, really. There's a reason why pegging kits that include everything you need for a straight girl to penetrate her male partner are on the sex toy bestseller list. Nearly 2/3 of both men and women fantasize about it. Doesn't mean he has gay tendencies. The rectum is packed with supercharged nerve endings. And lots of men would love to investigate this underexplored hot zone, but don't dare ask.
Hot zone.
Fantasizing about it is the next best thing. Wowzers. We'll find out what Paul and what Gary has to say on this after these messages.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444991000. Let's take a break from this filth to go to Paul. Good evening, Paul.
Sometimes I fantasize
that there's a lady with a strap on.
Oh, come on.
Speak for yourself. I've got to book a holiday for me and the family.
Oh, yeah.
Went on to Airbnb with the wife.
Yeah.
She said, I want that one, book it, booked it, all good, paid it.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you're not coming.
Oh, they didn't want you to come, why?
Paul's wife thinks all's hunky-dory, holiday is booked.
Hang on, right, oh, this is changing person, this is changing tense, I'm very confused. Okay, so she thinks that you've booked this Airbnb, but you've been rejected from the Airbnb because you left a poo-stained sheet at your previous one.
And who knows?
Okay.
Come on.
Isn't it really upsetting when you get rejected for a booking?
Yes, it affected me deeply.
It's hard not to take it personally.
My wife finds out.
Oh, so hang on a minute. So when are you going away?
August.
Oh, you got plenty of time to sort another one out, haven't you?
You say that everything is booked. I'm trying to book it. You know, I'm now looking in Spanish, trying to translate Habitación, Pensión.
Hang on, Catherine speaks Spanish. Kath, help him book a holiday.
I can help you book a holiday.
She'll pop round tomorrow if you want.
Where are you trying to book it?
In Galicia, the north of Spain.
Well, you wouldn't think that would be massively, I mean...
Well, you say that. I wouldn't think it would be massively...
No, it's not like you're trying to find somewhere in Benidorm.
...populated. Yeah, no, I think in Benidorm they do have capacity.
Yeah,
but just...
Capacidad.
Yeah.
So you can't find... What, you're saying all of the other Airbnbs have gone in that region?
Yes, they seem to have. And I've rented out our house already on Airbnb. My missus is going to go absolutely mental.
Oh, mate, you're screwed. When I can imagine you leaving it until you arrive in Spain, and you'll actually go to the property and go, well, they should be letting us in. She said, hello, excuse me, there's another family in. This is outrageous.
Do you remember those holidays where you don't quite know where you're going to stay? Yes, it's guaranteed 3-star flights and accommodation, but you don't know where you're staying till you get there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
That was the old bit of malarkey that was.
Have you considered going with something other than Airbnb? There's a place called...
Yeah.
There's Home to Go. Have you looked at that?
I haven't been on Home to Go. I've been Home and Away. I've been on Booking.
That's a TV programme. Have you heard of... There's a great thing. I found a great thing, Paul. What was it called? Oh, what's it called? Oh, yeah, it's called a hotel. I don't know if you've heard of a hotel. Hotel. It's like a sort of big... It's like a big building, and you kind of rent a room for...
What, apartments? You rent an apartment in the apartment block?
That kind of, yeah, but a maid comes and cleans your sheets, and you have to eat with scumbags.
All you can eat? And all the sheets you can change?
Pretty much, mate. Yes, do it.
I'm there. I'm all in. All the sheets you can change.
Yep.
What, 200 quid a week?
Sounds about right, mate. I think we've just solved your problem, Paul. Well
You're
done.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Or as they say there, de nada.
De nada. 0344 499 1000 is the...
I find it strange when men or women get into scrapes like this and haven't told their partner. First of all, the first thing you do is tell your partner, isn't it?
Well, I get it. I get it. He wants to be the big man. He wants to sort it out. He wants everything to be right for the woman that he used to love when he married her. But there is something. There's probably a German word for the feeling you get when your booking is rejected on Airbnb.
Yeah, it's Scheiße.
I always write really grovelling. We're going to Rome, right? And we've booked an Airbnb for the boys. I'm thinking I might change it, actually, and get something a little bit closer, or maybe a hotel. And I'm bringing my young children to your fabulous city and your wonderful country. It's something I've never seen before, and I would like to share this moment with my 2 young boys. I'm a divorced dad, and I don't get to spend as much time. This whole thing, I used to go, right, me and my boys would like to come and stay in your place. Is that okay?
How's about it? Do you remember when we were trying to book a place in New York and they kept rejecting us, and then we realised why?
It's illegal in New York.
Yeah. So as soon as we said we were going to do a radio show from there, they're like, oh no, sucker.
Yeah, they would book it until we said we're going to be doing a radio show, and then
all of a sudden it became unavailable.
It's illegal in New York. What is that for? Terrorism?
No, a subletting.
Right.
It's deemed to be subletting.
Terrorism. Is that the reason?
No.
9/11.
Tax, I guess.
9/11. Okay, well, that's a shame. In that, if we don't allow it because of 9/11, then they've won. They've won. They've taken our freedoms to rent out properties, to sublet our properties. If I've booked somewhere on Airbnb, can I cancel it? I get my money back, don't I?
I don't know if you get it all back.
I think you get it. I think you get most of it.
It depends how quickly you do it, I suppose.
I might get somewhere a little bit closer in the heart of... Oh, I've got a book. Anyway, right. You don't need to know this, guys. You don't need to know this. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We were listening to Eruption. That works better than it should do. Let's go back to Cox. Another fantasy. Watching you have sex with another man. A surprising number of straight married men, about 58%, have cuckold fantasies.
Wow.
Meaning they find the prospect of their wives having sex with other guys to be sexually arousing. Cuckold porn is second only to youth. in straight men's searches of porn sites. That is... we talked about this the other day. I do not get the stepdaughter, stepmom, stepsister has sex with her stepbrother. I do not get that.
I get that it's all based in, okay, as we've been sort of establishing throughout this very illustrated conversation, people are watching things that they don't necessarily want to act out or dare act out in real life. Okay, and also they want an element of forbidden, it's got to be a little bit dirtier than what they would dare to confess to in real life, which is why they're not doing it now, right? Yeah. But that one is, John Ronson put it perfectly, it's incest by smoke and mirrors. It's that thing. That, to me, feels... It's not just dirty, it's, like proper grotty.
Why is it so popular? Some say it's an eroticisation of every man's fear his wife will cheat. Scientists think it could be sperm competition.
What?
Men report thrusting faster and deeper during sex when they suspect their partner has cheated, presumably as a way of displacing rival sperm. What the hell is this? Let's go to Gary. Good evening, Gary.
Hello?
Hello, Gary.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Gary.
I'm a bit drunk.
Okay, could you switch your radio off, drunk Gary?
Right.
Yep, switch the radio. Yep, it's off. What can we do for you, drunk Gary?
I'm just a bit drunk.
Right.
Show off. You're coming to rub it in.
Show off.
Okay. Okay, is it good that you're drunk or is it bad that you're drunk?
It's bad.
Why is it bad?
It's just been a lonely time.
Oh, mate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Are you getting drunk all the time or just tonight?
All the time.
Oh, mate. Well, that's not going to help things, is it?
No.
No. So what can we do for you tonight, Gary?
Oh, I don't know.
All this talk about threesomes and stuff is probably making you feel even lonelier. Or maybe hornier. Would it help if I did it in a German accent?
No.
No, wouldn't help. What can we do for you tonight, Gary? How can we help you?
You can't really. I just thought I'd phone.
Oh, mate. Why don't you go to bed?
Yeah, I probably will.
I think it'll be a good idea. Go to bed. What are you doing tomorrow? You got anything planned for tomorrow?
No.
No?
Nothing at all.
Can you go out? Can you get out of the flat or the house, or can you go and meet a friend? Can you go and see a film?
No, got no friends. I'm a saddo.
You're a what?
I'm a saddo.
I'm a saddo too, brother. We're saddos together. Go out. Whereabouts?
I've got no friends, no family.
Oh, mate.
Nothing.
How old are you, Gary?
55.
Oh, I was going to say 54. I was going to say 54 and I didn't. Oh, that's annoyed me.
Got it right.
I was going to say 54.
55.
55. Okay. What do you? Is there? It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
You're not going to do anything silly tonight, are you, Gary?
No.
Shut up, you idiot. No, of course I'm not, you bloody idiot. Good.
I've got epilepsy and diabetes.
Okay, well, so I'm guessing the booze is not going to help those things either, is it?
No.
No, okay.
Definitely not the epilepsy.
Gary. Well, you can phone the Samaritans, right?
Yeah.
And that if you're literally going insane because you've got no one to talk to, you can phone the Samaritans. Whereas you come on here, you're on here for a few minutes. Samaritans, you can stay on there for hours if you want. And you can talk about anything. You haven't got to talk about, feeling down, or you can talk about anything you want.
What's the number for them?
Have you got a pen and paper?
Hold on.
Get a pen and paper, because I think they might do you the world of good tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I think they might do, actually, yeah.
Right. And they'll talk to me?
They'll talk to you, yeah. They can't give you advice or anything, but it's just someone you can phone up and talk to.
Right, okay.
You got a pen and paper?
Yeah.
Really easy number. 116.
Right. 116.
123.
1, 2, 3.
Read it back to us, Gary. Just make sure you got it.
Yeah, 116, 123.
Why don't you put the phone down on me now?
Yeah, I'm going
and give them a call. Here's the thing, right? If you don't like it or it freaks you out, you can just put the phone down on them. They won't mind.
Okay.
You can give them a different name. They won't know.
123.
That's it, mate. Give them a call. What day are we on today? Thursday. And maybe give us a call either tomorrow or Monday next week, and just let us know you're all right.
You don't mind?
Of course I don't mind, Gary. No, it's a pleasure to take your calls, mate.
Okay. All right.
Get some sleep, and we'll speak soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There's a lot of it about this loneliness. Mark, we'll come to you after the news if that's all right. There's a lot of it about this loneliness. I get it. Samaritans are great. It may not be... I was just thinking on my feet there. There may not be... It'll be a good little starting block for him. It'll be a good little starting block. We'll carry on going through this list. Anything else you want to call about, dear listener, you know how it works. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee, Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
When the revival of the Monkees started in 1980 in Europe, it was a rerun of the TV. Whoa, hang on a minute. Something's playing there.
You? It sounded like you.
All right, it could be me. It could be me.
Is it a recording of yourself you like to listen to?
Hang on a minute, let's try that again. No, all right, hang on a minute. I do like to listen to recordings of myself. I've got a very relaxing voice. Here we go. Shags. Oh, it's got... The moment's gone. The moment's gone now.
Brilliant.
Moment's gone. Let me know whose fault that was.
Yours.
0344. Sam's getting it tonight. Well, we're not near a park, so he probably isn't. 03. There's that cackle. I love it. Yeah, the studio, this £25 million studio is so badly built that you can hear everything that goes on in the control booth. It's not soundproof. Why would it be? It's only a tradition in radio. But I feel we've had a good show if you can hear Sam cackle through the glass, and we did just then. 0344 499 1000, Late Night Alternative, talking all kinds of things there. We can talk about loneliness if you want to give us a call about that. A very honest call from it was Gary, wasn't it?
Yes.
Gary, I'm terrible with names. It was Gary who's feeling lonely. I get that. Keeping myself busy seems to be the key to avoiding loneliness, and I've been very busy at the moment. But it's tough, and sometimes you're surrounded by books and DVDs. Oh, I got sent the Ruttles, so we can watch the Ruttles. I also I bought the Big Train DVD because I never really watched it when it was on at the time. I remember bits of it, but we were talking about that with Katie Buckrick because Hall and Oates are detectives in it. So I've got that. But you can be surrounded by all this stuff and still feel, you can be in a room full of 1,000 people and still feel very lonely indeed. Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening. How are you?
Very, very well, Mark. What can we do for you on this fine... I've not finished speaking. This fine Thursday evening, sir. Over to you.
So I've got a couple of things.
Yes?
So after last night, after that guy who didn't really understand disabilities...
Yes. Oh, yeah, that was Adam or Alex, I think.
Yeah,
yes, Adam, yes.
Or whatever his name was.
Yes.
So today, some of the people that I support have been on this thing called a one walk.
A what?
So basically, one walk.
Yeah.
So if Katherine looks at her Twitter, I've just tweeted her a little bit about it.
I like how you tweet to me, not him, because you know I'm the sensible one.
I've blocked this guy for being a scumbag. I don't know if I
got it. I got it. One walk supporting people with learning disabilities.
Oh yeah.
Nottinghamshire County Council.
Oh.
It was great. Some of the people that I support was going into the street and talking to random people about their disabilities.
Yeah.
Oh, so this old...
Go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
No,
you carry on. Then I'm going to ask questions after. Sorry.
So one of the lads that I support, we went and spoke to this old lady. Oh, it was so funny. Her face was a picture.
Yeah.
Because I think she might have been a bit ignorant towards it before, but he was talking to her for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she said that she was going to find somewhere to volunteer.
Oh. So, so this is a walk with a mixture of able-bodied and, what do I say, disabled?
People with learning disabilities.
People with learning disabilities.
People with learning disabilities.
Thank you very much indeed. Sorry for getting the terminology wrong. I'll try and get it right. And what, went for a walk around the park and it gave them...
No, so a walk around Mansfield Town Centre.
Yeah, Mansfield?
Yeah, that's where...
Okay. I know Mansfield. I've got a good friend. My friend Watco lives in Mansfield. And
Ian Watco.
Ian Watco Watkins, yeah.
Yeah, I know Ian.
He's a good friend of mine. What, they just walk around and they just chat?
So they did a little parade, and then they had a little stage, and some of them did talk.
Oh.
It was really interesting. It's the first one I'd been to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what was your question?
No, that sounds, that's a brave old, just like the little stage up in the high street or something, was it?
Yeah, like in the middle of the town centre.
That's a brave thing to get up on a stage in the middle of the town centre and start talking about personal stuff. Well done to everyone who did it.
It was really nice though.
Yeah, I bet it was great. Just think it takes nerves and courage.
Balls.
It takes balls. And it takes vaginas. I was going to say it takes balls, and I realise that's quite a patriarchal statement. So I don't know what it takes balls and it takes lips. It takes.
Oh my God!
Well, I want to make it
ovaries would be the alternative.
Ovaries are not the same as balls.
They are. They're your kind of balls.
We're talking about the things that hang down.
Well, it's the same thing, but they're in. Your lady balls.
Balls and lips.
Balls and lips.
My lovely lady balls. And Mark, did you speak to anyone there?
Well, I was walking around with a lad that I was supporting, and I spoke to a couple of people.
Yeah.
So if there was two people, so he would talk to one of them, and I was talking to the other. Yeah. So I wish that Alex or whatever his name would have been there.
Yeah. Yeah,
because they would have really opened his eyes.
Well, maybe I think his issue. I don't know if his issue was to do necessarily with learning difficulties. I think his issue may have been to naively think that it was impossible for people to fall through the cracks, whatever the situation.
That was the main thing, right? The people that you support are fortunate in the fact that they've been picked up and they are getting the support they need. Whereas there are loads of people, particularly older generation, that we kind of discussed yesterday, where they were looked after by their families, and so they don't come up on any lists.
And that's the problem.
You know.
When they're looked after by the families, the system's just not interested.
No. And by the time they need them, you know, they're older people who got stuck in the ways, and they think that they don't realise that they could do with some help. That's the other thing, because it's been made. The people have made a great effort to ensure that they don't feel any different from anyone else. You know.
Hey, Mark, thank you.
That's what that parade was all about.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's really uplifting. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
It's all right.
Take care. Bye bye. There you go. That's nice. Well, this is a little video that's doing the rounds. There's this protest at the...
Yeah, I've seen that. If it's the video I'm thinking of. Is it the MP escorting protester out?
Oh, flipping heck. Have you seen it?
Yeah. It's bad, isn't it? It looks bad.
Conservative MP Mark Field shoves a protester against a pillar, then grabs her by the neck and shoves her out of the Mansion House dinner after climate change protesters interrupted the banquet. Let's have a little watch of that again.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, Mark, sorry, mate. No, that's assault. That's assault. No, no, no. All right, maybe they shouldn't have been there. Maybe they shouldn't have been there. Obviously, they shouldn't. First of all, your security wasn't good enough then, if they managed to get in.
I can't think of an instance where you would grab someone by the neck like that.
An old man, 50s, early 60s, grabs a young woman, early 20s. Actually, it doesn't really make that much difference, but I'm saying it to be descriptive. And perhaps in my old-fashioned head, it feels like it does make a difference. Round the neck, pushes her against a pillar, turns around, then grabs her on the back of the neck. Round the throat, first of all, sorry. Pushes her against the pillar, turns her around, grabs the back of the neck, tight grip on the back of the neck and marches her out.
Pushes her out
That's assault,
neck,
mate.
Yeah.
That's assault. That's assault. That's a member of Parliament doing that. That's one of the idiots that voted for either Johnson or Hunt. That's... No, mate. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. That is out of order. What a world we live in. Man, like, can we finish this goddamn sex list, please?
I don't know. I completely lost it now.
Let me work on it. Here we go. Right. No, I don't want this music. Let's get Dick Dagger's theme. Here we go.
My word.
Hi, this is Ron Jeremy. You're listening to Porno Sonic.
Yeah.
Also, Ron Jeremy.
That's weird. That's a weird...
That's a weird idea.
Who was the pop star that looked like him?
Oh, yeah.
Pass,
DJ.
pass, easy pass. I'm gonna take that baby down the glass. I'm gonna take down and hollering you. I'm gonna do what I do when I do it to you. I said pass, pass. We had him on the show and he got really annoyed when I said he looked like Ron Jeremy. Pass, 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 easy pass. I'm gonna die that baby down the glass. I'm gonna hit baby. What was his name? It's a good song. Easy pass. Harmar Superstar.
Here we go.
Here we go. Do you know this song? This is a great song. Pass, pass, easy. This is a great song. It's the wrong song. That's the wrong song.
Although...
Here we go. This is it.
Dash, dash, easy pass. I'm gonna ride that tunnel to the baby's head. You keep it locked down. Throw away the key. My second home is known as New York City.
It's him with Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, as if he knows he looks like Ron Jeremy.
This is a great song, isn't it?
Cash, dash, easy pass. I'm gonna ride that tunnel to the baby's head. You keep it locked down. Throw away the key. My second home is known as New York City. Your limp leg, you're trailing behind me. I jumped the turnstile, you had to pay the fee. Meet me down on Orchard Street, collecting dirty looks from the hot mommy. I sail the streets of...
I wonder where Harmar Superstar is these days.
Harmar Superstar sings Sam Cooke 2018 tour.
Whoa!
That can't be right, can it?
Hang on a minute. Let's Sam Cooke, Harmar Superstar. Let's see if we can find any footage. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's lovely. We're going down the Harmar Superstar rabbit hole. Who'd have thought it? Here we go.
Oui FM. Pause pour c'est du live. Session live acoustique.
Okay, here we go.
If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet love. Bring it on home to me.
Wow, he's gone to turned into a soul singer. He's all right. He was a nice guy when I met him. Really nice guy, actually.
You know I laughed when you left.
Okay, we get the idea. Please let us...
But anyway, yeah, Ron Jeremy, how did he get successful?
Yeah.
I know the legend.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. Please let us finish this. So Tracy Cox is... doing this for an hour. Flipping heck, man. Tracy Cox, men's fantasies. Watching others have sex. We're all closet voyeurs to a point. Few people would be able to stop themselves looking at a couple having sex if they were guaranteed not to get caught, mainly because sex is private and mostly hidden. Sure, he can watch porn, but it's rare he gets to see the real thing. Watching people have sex in real life is more fascinating than porn because it makes for more realistic comparisons. We all love to think we're great in bed, and watching other people means we can see how we rate on the best lover chart. There's a chart? Hosted by Bruno Brooks. It also
Coming in at number 1.
There was the cackle.
Down 2 places.
There we go. Oh, steady on. And we got a new entry. Now, it also hints...
Knocking Ian off the top spot.
It also hints at sexual confidence and narcissism. He imagines himself in the same situation. Okay, fine. Being seduced by an attractive older woman. See, that was my fancy for a long time, but now an older woman for me is someone like John Collins or something. Getting on a bit. It's fine when you're in your teens and your 20s. 46, it's like, flipping it. All right, Grandma. It starts with his teacher who gave him wet dreams while growing up. Never had one. And continues long after. I was terrified of having a wet dream when I was a kid. Never had one.
Really?
Yep. Almost every man... at some point in his life, fantasizes about sleeping with an older woman, and lots take it through to real life. Older women are perceived as being sexually experienced. He figures she'll take control and be brilliant at everything she does. She's likely to earn more money, and the fantasies are often set in more affluent circumstances. If he's not particularly confident and suffers from performance anxiety, he's even more likely to enjoy this fantasy. Men figure the older a woman is, the more likely it is she'll have seen it all. She's much less likely to ridicule him if his penis doesn't behave the way he wants it to. And that is the end of that story that went on for much too long. Dear God. 0344 499 1000. In the last 5 minutes, we've had learning disabilities, we've had being seduced by older women, and we've had Hamas Superstar. This is some show, guys. You're not going to get this anywhere else. 0344 499 1000. You phone up, cost you pennies, if anything at all. You speak to Sam behind the glass. He takes your name and number and gives you a call straight back. It's as simple as that. This is the Late Night Alternative every weeknight from 10 on Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Those Jim Broadbent carvings, huh?
Yeah, what's that, Jim? Jim, what are you doing there?
Ooh.
Jim, are you okay? Jim, can I write a letter home to your mum?
If you've not seen them, Google Jim Broadbent carvings. I've tweeted it. Kathy Burke's just tweeted it. Ooh, no. There's something. He makes these, he carves these wooden people. They're about 4 or 5 feet tall in his garage shed. Dresses them, puts makeup on them, hair on them. They're bloody awful. And terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Imagine having one of those in your garage, never mind the whole gang.
Absolutely hideous. I can't sleep.
What's he doing there?
Imagine if when he dies, they cut open one of those dolls and there's like a person in there who looks like that. It's like a real person, and these are the coffins he's making for the people he has murdered.
Wasn't there a film with that in it? Was it Saw?
No.
Yeah.
No.
There were. Oh no, I know what it was. In one of the new Buffy, one of the new Sabrina Teenage Witches.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, there was a mean Father Christmas who was nicking children and turning them into installations for his grotto. Yeah.
There's a great film. Have I watched with you? After Hours. It's got the lad in it who's the one that doesn't die in American Werewolf. He's the werewolf from American Werewolf in London. What's his name? He was like big for a bit. Now I think he's a movie director. Don't Google it. Let's try and work this out. Hang on a minute. Let's bring our friend Nellie into the conversation. It's a funny name. It's like It's 2 syllables and 2 syllables. It's like Lancey Hendricks. It's not Lancey Hendricks. Nellie?
Yeah?
Who was the wolf? Who played the werewolf in America?
Sorry, you've set my dogs off. They can hear me talking and they're like, what's going on there?
Well, no, I've not set your dog. Well, don't accuse me of setting your dog. I thought you were doing a werewolf impression.
Well, I didn't want to let anybody know my secret, and now it's out on national radio.
Who was the young man that played the werewolf in American Werewolf in London?
Haven't got the foggiest.
It was like Rico Spangles, Nickel Banders. It was. I can see him. Oh, I'm going to have to look on Twitter where someone will have told me the answer. I feel terrible. No, they haven't. Have I got to Google it?
I'll Google it.
Google it.
And then
Griffin Dunn. So it's 2 syllables and 1 syllable. Griffin Dunn. You could see how I make that mistake. Griffin Dunn. Google him and you'll recognise his face. He's a great actor. He's a good actor. And there's a film called After Hours where you recognise him now.
Yeah, obviously.
It's got Terry Garr in it, who is just, wow. And it's him he goes out on a date and he can't get back home. And it's just a nightmare. And he gets framed for a murder. It all happens in one night. And it's funny and it is bleak. And who directed After Hours? It's a famous director. It's not Scorsese. Is it Scorsese? Sorry, Nellie, we're with you in a second, I promise. Hang on. After Hours film. Is it Scorsese?
Yeah.
It was Scorsese, yeah. It's a great film, and it's kind of overlooked in the Scorsese canon. It is a great film. You're thinking maybe you've seen it now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm wondering whether I have.
It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, Nelly, I do apologise for keeping you waiting. I'm now going to have to look see if I can get the DVD for cheap. I do apologise for keeping you waiting, Nelly. What can we do for you and indeed your dogs?
Oh, no, they're all right. They've gone to sleep again. But
Wow.
this is my first ever call, so I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, thank you very much for calling. We appreciate it. We will try and put you at ease. You're doing very, very well so far, putting up with our nonsense.
Oh, no, it's lovely nonsense.
Thank you very much.
I tweeted you yesterday because you were talking about lighthouses.
Oh, yeah.
And I said that my dad was a lighthouse keeper.
Oh, yes, you did. Tell me more.
Well, it's only a sweet little story, but I think little tiny sweetnesses can make your life a bit nicer, can't they?
Yeah. Oh, no, listen, I'm a big fan of lighthouses. I've got a lot of respect for our brave lighthouse men.
There aren't any now.
No, I know, exactly. And this was what we discovered at the end of yesterday's show. Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Heartbreaking.
I know. But my little story is that, and not many people can claim this, but when I was born, my dad had come down to the hospital to see me, and he phoned up his colleagues in the lighthouse, and they were so overjoyed that they set the foghorns off.
Really? Oh,
yeah. And so there was some confused shipping around in 1976 because they were like, "Where's the fog?" But they just blasted the area because I'd been born.
Are they allowed to do that? I mean, how? I don't want to know your age, but I mean, how far back does this go? Can we?
76.
Right? Can we report this? I mean,
no. I think they're fine now because it's all automated and there's nobody around. And we don't have foghorns anymore.
Please tell me you've still got a key somewhere that you to your dad's lighthouse that you've never thrown away, and just one night you're thinking maybe you'll go back and try that key.
Well, it's funny because there's the lighthouse keeper cottages you can rent now and stay there on holiday.
This is it now, but that doesn't mean you're staying in the lighthouse, does it?
No, it's the accommodation.
See, that's the con. You'd want to climb up.
I think you can, by arrangement, have a little bit of a looky round.
Did you ever? I mean, so was he? Did you live near the light? So you lived in the cottage, obviously. So your family?
No. We live further down, sort of near the beach. And, but it's only a few minutes away.
Okay.
But I think he was one of the junior lighthouse keepers. So the main lighthouse keeper stayed up in the accommodation with his family.
Oh, okay. And was there like a big culling of? Did they all suddenly get a letter one day saying, "All right, guys, well, thanks for your service, but we're going to get machines to do it now"?
I don't know. I think they gradually phased it out. I think our one went fully automated in the 90s.
Yeah.
So, so Dad was there sort of mid 70s. So, but they were trying to phase it out, and then I don't think there's any anywhere now.
Did people ever live in the lighthouses, or is that something from storybooks?
Yes, I think they did.
Yeah.
There's a really great French photographer called I think it's Jean Guichard, I think.
Right.
And he's famous for taking photographs of lighthouses in France in the middle of storms. Yeah. And I don't know if you can Google it, but there's a brilliant photo.
Oh, they're incredible.
Of a guy, and he's a lighthouse keeper, and he's just come out of his door to see what's going on. Behind him is the most enormous wave about to break over.
It's funny, I saw that on Twitter. It must have been yesterday or the day before, and with a thing that said underneath, "Amazingly, he survived."
Yeah, no, he just shut the door in time and went back in, and it crashed over.
Yeah, look.
Right. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay.
There's a man standing in the doorway there.
I'm starting a new feature, Nelly, which you're going to feature in very, very heavily. I am building up a team of correspondents. Right.
Right.
It would be a great honour for me to have you as the first correspondent on this show, but also would you consider being our lighthouse correspondent?
Oh, certainly, yeah. I think I've got the skill set, and I've also got, people around me that I can talk to about the issues raised by these phallic symbols on rock.
Whoa!
There we go.
Nelly
She brings it round.
Nelly took it there! Nelly took it there!
This whole show has been filth from start to finish.
I've been trying to steer it away. It's Katherine, and now it's you.
Gosh.
I've got another bit of filth. Can I just share it with Katherine?
Please.
Oh, please do, yeah.
Well, I hate Facebook, but I went on there today, and there's these horrible little question things going round, and it says, the name of your fufu is the last box set you watched, and mine was Chernobyl.
Oh, my word.
Chernobyl fall off.
What was mine?
What was the last box
it
set?
might do.
Lost. No.
Yeah.
The last box set I watched.
But, I mean, So anyway, I thought that was appropriate for tonight.
Yours was Sabrina, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sabrina.
That was a cute name.
It's a sweet little name.
It's better than Chernobyl. A radioactive dump that no one wants to visit anymore.
No. Well, there's some truth to that, I'm sure.
Nellie, thank you very much indeed. That's our first correspondent. If you want to phone up and be a correspondent, you can. But you can't phone up and be a Lighthouse correspondent. That gig is gone. Al has just tweeted us that Griffin Dunn and his sister were murdered.
What?
Not true. His sister was murdered. Griffin Dunn was not murdered. But yes, his sister sadly was murdered. After Hours is a great movie. I'm wondering if there's they should do like a double disc special edition kind of thing, but it doesn't appear that they have, which is a shame. Some movie. We should do a picture show again one day.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. They were fun, weren't they?
I want to do My Cousin Vinny is the next one. Oh, yeah. That's a great film. But then maybe we could do After Hours. It's some film. 0344 499 1000 Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Evening, boss.
The unpredictable.
What's happening?
And the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
You're not supposed to acknowledge these things, but I will do. Someone set up a Twitter account just to send me a tweet.
Oh.
Send me a threatening tweet.
They're always good, aren't they?
Nigel from Maidstone is seeking legal advice regarding your treatment of him. Also, he is speaking to his local MP, who is actually a barrister by trade. How do you like your coffee? I'm not taking coffee, law of cabbages. You're blocked and you'll set up more accounts. It's a very strange thing to do. Nigel isn't seeking legal advice, and if he does, he's very, very welcome to. I would happily talk to... I would love to talk to a lawyer about Nigel's situation, and hopefully that might mean he gets the help that he deserves. So thank you for flagging that up, although it's not actually true.
Also, we've been speaking to his local MP too, so that should be nice to get our heads together again.
Stop trying to stir the shit about something you don't know. Stop posting anonymously. Give us a call if you want, 0344 499 1000, or just keep setting up multiple anonymous Twitter handles, like an idiot and a coward. You can do that if you want. Let us go. Oh, I'm scared. Katherine, I'm scared someone using a picture of a cabbage as an avatar has sent me a tweet that I'm going to go to prison!
I don't get those because I've put a knob filter on my Twitter account.
Yeah, I might put a knob filter on mine. Good evening, Nick.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, just going from the high brow of your call before the break to the low brow now.
Okay, we love we love high, we love the low, we love the brow.
I just basically switched on my radio 30 seconds and heard you talking about the American Werewolf in London. That was it.
Yes.
And you talked about the actor
Griffin Dunn.
Now. Well, that's it. I can't go online because my computer is in a deep. Because
the police have seized it.
No,
because your computer's in a what?
At the minute. But as I seem to remember, the guy who played the security officer in Star Trek Enterprise, the one with Scott Bakula.
Oh yeah.
He was also in American Werewolf in London, and I'm wondering if that's the guy you're thinking about. Very slim guy, big cheekbone.
Well, now I don't know. Now I don't know. I never watched.
Or was he in the American Werewolf in Paris? I'm not sure. He was definitely in one of them. He was. He's got big cheekbones, skinny guy. He was also in the Star Trek. With Scott Bakula.
Right.
He had a very hissy sort of voice to him. He sort of hisses.
Well, hang on. I've now got to look up Griffin Dunn, because Griffin Dunn is the actor. So let's see.
Dark hair, thin face, big cheekbones.
Well, okay, that could well be it. Yeah, I think it could be him.
I can't remember his name, but I do recall seeing him in Star Trek years later and thinking, hold on. And I looked at him, and he was very young when he was in American Werewolf. He must have. It was one of the early two. He must have been about 20, and then 20 odd years later, he was in Star Trek.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I can't see
if anyone else could.
I can't see Star Trek listed in his biog. So maybe not.
Somebody listening probably knows who I'm talking about.
Probably does. But what will happen, Nick, is someone's going to phone up and go, the fella that was in Star Trek with Scott Bakula, I think it was a guy that did wasn't he in a film in the early 90s about a boat? That's all. It's just going to get more and more complicated as it goes on, Nick.
Well, that's what you're there for.
Yes, I am. Nick, thank you very much for your call. It is very, very much appreciated. Let's go to Sophie. Good evening, Sophie.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Hello, Sophie. I am fine. What can we do for you tonight, please?
I'm sorry, I haven't been listening to the show live.
What?
So I'm a terrible person. I'm on holiday in Greece.
Greece.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's marvellous.
Oh, God, you show off. I hate you. I hate you. I'd love to be.
So is this the radio version of one of those sausage legs pictures that people do? You know, the Frankfurter legs, where you just someone lying down and you can just see the sea behind them.
Is it sausages or legs?
Yeah.
So it is neither sausages nor legs.
What have you eaten, please? Whereabouts in Greece are you?
I'm in Kalamata.
Okay, and what have you eaten?
What have I had? Some good fish. Quite a lot.
They do it. Get some lamb. Have some lamb. I'm a big fan of the lamb. Get some souvlaki.
Yes. Yeah, they had some shish at the hotel yesterday. That was really nice.
Oh, do you know what? Last time I went to Rhodes, they gave us this feta cheese with honey on it.
Have the honey honey and some fresh fruit for breakfast. Oh, Sophie! Go on. Sorry, I'm getting too excited.
Turned on, and you're talking about correspondence.
I am talking about correspondence. I'm going to introduce correspondence to the show. So far, we have one. We have Nellie, who is the Lighthouse.
It's Lely.
Sorry?
Lely. She's made herself known on Twitter. It's Lely that's been tweeting us loads. Well, it's Lely on Twitter.
I've written down Nellie now. I can't change it.
So is this a time warp or something? What's are you doing certain times?
We're not doing the five. What I used to do when I did the drive time show on LBC 15 years ago, I did the 5:30. I didn't want to do any features, so we didn't have any. We got rid of all the features, right? And then I thought it would be funny to do an ironic feature. He's like, what they do now is at 5:12, they have the business correspondent. So we invented the 5:38 daily correspondent update. And it would be, we had different correspondents, and we would just take calls straight to air at 5:38 with a jingle and everything. And then we just mix them in, and they come and go, hi, I'm the table correspondent. And just that, the world's biggest table has just been built in India. And that was it. That was pretty much how it went. So, but listen, Sophie, I'm not against recycling ideas. I've had my best ideas.
I completely agree. I'm not objecting to this at all.
I have had my best ideas, right? I've had my best ideas. Let's reuse them. What would you like to be a correspondent? Would you want to be a grass correspondent? A snitch?
Sorry, grass? What, because you're recycling? Is that what?
Because you're grassing me up to my fans.
Oh, no.
That's all right. Sorry. Would you like to be a correspondent?
I could be a correspondent, yeah.
Come on, don't pretend you didn't think you were going to get asked.
No, I didn't, because I was on hold and I was going to speak to you about something else.
Okay, well, we can do what correspondent would you like to be?
So, I am a solo holiday traveller.
Oh, tell me how you do it, because I struggle. I've only done it... Well, I've done it abroad once. I've done it once. I've only done it a couple of times. And when I went abroad, I hated it and I came home early.
Oh, interesting. Okay, where did you go?
I went to Morocco, and it was Marrakesh, and it was a dump. It was a bad call.
I don't think that's the best five.
I'm considering going to Japan in September, but I'm scared that I'll waste it. So tell me how you do it.
Well, I think that you book somewhere you're going to meet like-minded people.
Oh, I don't want to meet people! Don't
meet people! Don't be wrong. I haven't come away on to meet people. I came away on my own, and every time I've done this is my 6th or 7th solo holiday, I always come away thinking, right, I'm going to read my book, I'm going to have really early nights, I'm not going to socialise, I just want to really get my head down and relax.
Yeah.
And then I end up meeting people and, socialising and having fun, and then it becomes a whole different holiday.
Hang on a minute, Katherine. I'm afraid I have to, as I am. You're my best friend, but I'm also the best friend of the listeners, and I have to tell Sophie what you just mouthed at me.
Gosh,
she just mouthed the word slut.
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry. What did you mouth? Sorry.
Swingers.
I'm so sorry. I
would never slut shame. Sex positive.
I'm not very good at lip reading. She mouthed the word swinger at me, Sophie. I'm joking. I'm joking. She did say swinger. Are you a swinger?
I haven't met any. So I am not a swinger. Absolutely not. No. It's just that I have got to a point where I don't have anyone to go on holiday with.
Yeah, I know.
I know that really. It's just that the description sounded like it.
You never know. You've still got a few days there. You never know. It might pick up. But so how many? Genuinely, I'm fascinated because I didn't enjoy Marrakesh and I am considering Japan, but it's a weird one. So how many times have you done this?
This is 6th or 7th.
And you
done?
Where is it? Like a hotel? Is it a complex? Is it an apartment? Where are you?
Yeah. It's an activity-based holiday resort.
Okay.
So people come here for sailing and cycling and tennis.
Okay. Katherine again is. Please,
I'm not doing anything. I just went, oh, right.
You did that. Oh, right. That's what you did.
How can I do that silently?
No, you do it very well silently. Ignore her, Sophie. Ignore her.
You don't have to take a towel with you everywhere on this complex, do you?
It's not like, I promise it's not like that. It's very activity based, and I'm digging myself.
No, but it's water sports.
Do you get to ride the big banana?
Stop it! This poor woman has phoned up. She's probably 2 hours ahead of us, and she's shattered.
I have also. We did a cocktail masterclass thing. I've had a few.
Oh, she's. Here we go. All right, come on then. Okay, and how long are you there for? A week or 2 weeks?
I recommend it. So I'm here for 1 week.
Okay, all right.
Got here on Sunday, and it's just really great. And I just want to say to people, if anyone is thinking, I haven't got anyone to go on holiday with, and I want to have a break. If you book somewhere where there are activities, not those activities.
No.
Then you can still go away and have a holiday, and it shouldn't put you off.
All right.
As a single woman, it shouldn't put you off.
All right, Sophie. I'm putting you down as our solo holidays correspondent. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, that is fine.
Okay, slash swinging. All right, Sophie, you have a lovely time. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. You're out of order, Katherine.
No,
you
just
are out of order.
The description. I think after the conversation we've been having, that description of you can go and you meet like-minded people, and then you can have some fun. It sounded a lot like swinging.
I don't like group activities. I don't like swinging. I am thinking of going to Japan. I really want to go to Japan. I've got a couple of friends over there through bands that I know, through Recorder Quartet and Box. And I could have a day with them each, so that's a day. Japan's slightly weird because I went there with my wife. I proposed to my wife in Japan, so that's my ex-wife. So there's memories and stuff. That might be cathartic. I love it. I love Japan. I love the food. I love the people. I love the fact that, you go and see a concert, it's finished by 8:30 or 9 o'clock. I love just walking around Tokyo. But I'm just thinking it's a long way to go to feel lonely.
Oh.
I'm just wondering if I'm just going to waste... New York was all right. I managed to make New York work, but I don't know.
Have a think about it, right? Because you're in a new phase of your life.
Yeah, I am.
And I think you're on better form than I've ever seen you, actually, because you're getting your ducks in a row finally.
Yes.
So here's my recommendation.
Okay, Kath's recommendations.
See if it carries on for another couple of months.
Yes.
And then make a decision. You might feel even more full of it.
Further down the street.
No. Just wait. See if this good streak continues. I've been fantasising a lot about going over to Spain on my own and seeing my best mate there.
Can I come?
Sonia. No, I want to be on my own.
Okay.
We've got stuff to catch up with.
I would just sleep on the sofa. Wouldn't want to hang out with you, except for you help me get around town because I don't speak Spanish and you do. That would be handy. But you could have an hour in the afternoon when I'm having a siesta.
Well, she kind of lives in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, that's great. Well, then maybe we could hire a little car.
I mean,
and you could drive it.
I wasn't going to take my kids
This
and
is
my
great.
husband. So
wow, me and
why
Kath are going to go to Spain together. Fantastic! What a day to be alive. This is Talk Radio.
Closing time conversation for tax inspectors, taxi drivers, and taxidermists. Great big talk for the wee small hours.
You've been trolling me big time, mate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
There we go. So what's that MP's name who assaulted that woman?
Mark Field.
Mark Field. It was. He works under Jeremy Hunt, so that's Jeremy Hunt's campaign scuppered for the next, at least the next 4 days, unless he stands down. So he's going to have to stand down. That guy. He's done. He's gone. That's it. He's cancelled. Bye, Mark Field.
There's no mitigation that can excuse that, is there?
Well,
unless she was going for him.
Well, I'm looking at a lot of comments and. There isn't, but you kind of have to remember Joe Cox. And that Joe Cox probably thought there was no threat. You know, she was hosting a surgery, wasn't she? When she was murdered by a right-wing terrorist, far-right terrorist. So I think in this current climate, one has to keep that in mind. But no apparent weapons in her hand, young woman. It would appear that is it. Yes, I'm scratching around trying to find ways to defend this guy.
She had a phone in her hand and what looks like a piece of paper or something.
I'm scratching around trying to find ways to at least be slightly less, one-sided. But it's difficult.
It looks terrible.
And no one there. If you're at a table with someone and they get up and grab someone by the throat, I would be inclined to get up and put a hand on his shoulder. Whoa! Calm. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Try and break up. No one does.
They just all watched.
No one does. I mean, it's a huge lapse on security, really, that they got in, and it could have been anything, you know. So that security is screwed up massively there, but it's awful. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Rob, we're asking about that young lad that was, if you missed it, let me just play this again. This was on BBC London News earlier on today. It's a report in Uxbridge about the votes for Boris Johnson, and a young lad jumps in and takes part. Let me just jump forward a bit.
16 of them. There may even be, wait for it, some broadcast
trying to find out who he is.
Interviews before the members vote. About 150, 160,000 Conservative members. Now, we expect Boris Johnson to make much of his record in London. Now, that will divide opinion, because not everyone thinks he did a good job. But what we can say is that it looks for him in Uxbridge also
something
a young
lad behind him
where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority here.
12,000!
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks very much, Tim. Lots of people trying to get on the act there. Our political editor.
Oh!
She's thinking on her feet.
But then, so I've asked, does anyone know who this is? And Claire has just tweeted me saying, no idea, but I saw him in Superdrug afterwards and he was over the moon that he was famous.
Good.
Superdrug. I love it. I love it. That's such great. Saw him in Superdrug. That's how that story should pan out. We're getting a few calls now. 0344 499 1000. Craig will be with you in a second. Let's go to Adam first. Good evening, Adam.
I'm very glad you replayed that chat, because the first time I watched it, I thought that he'd said Hulk Hogan, not 12,000.
You thought he'd said Hulk Hogan?
Yes. I was wondering what was going on.
It would be equally as funny. Hulk Hogan! Hang on a minute. I've got to listen to that now and see if it sounds anything like Hulk Hogan. Hang on a second. No, it probably doesn't, but we're going back in.
It looks for him in Uxbridge also something where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority here.
12,000!
What?
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks.
Sorry, Adam, you need your ears flushing.
I do, I know. It's bad. I spent my adolescence around race cars, so that's my excuse.
What can we do for you tonight, Adam?
I was wondering, good sir, especially given your wing mirror-related tragedy last month, whether or not you needed a car correspondent.
Well, now, hang on a minute. Am I detecting a tone of sarcasm here? Is this guy trying to rub my nose in the fact that it cost me £420 to replace a vandalised wing mirror?
Because of supernatural activity.
Because it was vandalised by that bloody death doll.
I forgot about
it. Was a death doll. You probably brought the hex back now. We just got rid of the curse, and suddenly we're jinxed again. Flippin' heck, Adam. Well, tell me, Katherine and I are going to fire you some rapid-fire car questions.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be great.
We're just going to see how good you are. What's the most popular colour of new car at the moment?
Silver, I think.
Sorry?
Silver, I think.
Wrong, it's white, Katherine.
Is it?
Yeah, I told you this the other day.
Isn't that just because it's the cheapest?
Yeah, it's the most popular colour.
That doesn't mean it's popular.
It's the most popular. Yes, it does. They're most popular. There are more white cars made than there any other colour.
Yeah.
So that's the most popular.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think that's a trick question.
It's not a trick question. What car? No, it's not a trick question. What's the trick?
All right.
Ask him. Stop stalling and ask him a car question.
My dad's just bought a new car.
Yep.
What is it? That's
a good one. Good question.
Skoda Fabia.
Yes!
Is it?
Yes!
No way.
Is it?
Yes! And it's the first Skoda he's ever bought.
Adam, mate, you're the car correspondent. We can't go... No. You're not the car correspondent, sorry. You're the psychic car correspondent. You are the psychic car correspondent. So if we ever talk about haunted cars, spooky cars, ghost cars, anything like that, Adam, then you must call in immediately and start giving us the facts and the deets, okay?
Okay, that's weird.
It's so weird.
Really weird.
You need to go rest your powers and start working out how you're going to use them for good rather than evil.
Anything else, Adam?
No, just cars.
Okay, thank you. Well, I was trying to find the story about... Remember that guy that made a blowjob machine for his car?
Oh, yeah.
And it blew up. But then I've just got the ultimate blowjob kit. I don't want to go there. I've just typed in car blowjob adapter news story. Let's try adding those words.
Didn't he crash the car?
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me think.
Okay. What about? Okay. What was how to give a blowjob? Sex, car problems that weren't for. You find it while we speak to our good friend Craig. Good evening, Craig.
Hey, Iain, you alright?
I'm good, Craig. What have you got for us tonight, please?
I don't like to come on because it comes after a blowjob. I was just wondering about these correspondents.
Yes.
Yeah, I was driving yesterday and I thought I'm going to phone up and suggest to Iain, because I know you were on Twitter and you were saying about having different ideas, and I thought, well, what about if we had correspondence? Because I was listening to you were saying about your old LBC show.
Yeah.
And I just phoned up and I wanted to be the correspondent for missed opportunities.
Well played.
Right.
Well played, Craig. How can I say no to that, buddy?
Right. Have you ever had it though when you sit? Because I had my phone queued up to phone up when I was at work, and I thought, nah, I'll leave it. And then today when I tuned in, you were saying I'm going to get your correspondence. I thought, did I phone up?
I had that. My one of those was when I was doing telly years and years ago. I wanted to get a pair of big, thick glasses, right? Really thick glasses, big ones. And I was going to do something on the 11 o'clock show, and I was going to go, I can't read this, so I'm going to get these glasses out and put them on. And I talked about it for weeks and weeks and weeks with my girlfriend at the time, Tessa, and we talked about it, and she's like, yeah, that's funny. And I was going to do it, but I'd never got around to doing it. And then we watched David Letterman one night, about 2 months later. He did exactly the same thing. I thought, oh, no.
Never tell her anything again. She's obviously got a hotline to the States.
She's writing for Letterman. That's what she was doing, Craig. Craig,
Yeah.
you are the missed opportunities correspondent. Now, what this means is, if we ever talk about missed opportunities, or you find any interesting or amusing missed opportunities stories in the papers or online, you must phone in and join in the conversation. Can you do that, Craig?
I will, but before I miss my first opportunity...
Yes?
What's the jingle?
Sorry, you want
you always have a jingle, don't you, for things like this?
This guy wants a jingle all of a sudden? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. You're right, there is a... okay, hang on a second. Here we go. Here we go. Now it's time for the correspondent update on Talk Radio.
Yeah.
There you go, something like that. Or here we go. Here we go. Now it's time for the correspondent update with our correspondents from all over the country. This is Talk Radio. There you go, we got it.
Brilliant. Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you,
Great
mate.
show.
Good night, Craig. You looked horrified at something. We've only got a minute till the news. Do you want to hold it over the news, or...?
Because I've Googled...
Yep.
Crashing car sex toy.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who've come a right cropper.
Well, the next hour. We're doing a sex special tonight, guys, it would appear, whether you like it or not. A
woman crashed her car into a stationary seafood van. It's the detail of...
Because she was having sex?
She was using a rabbit.
No!
Yes!
While she was driving? I've seen women doing their makeup. I've seen men having a shave. A woman having a diddle? Wow. Okay. 0344 499. How did that guy know your dad's car? He was good, the psychic car correspondent. He was good. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'd be very, very welcome. I think Catherine's got some good stories for you after the news. Another hour of this. This is the late night alternative. We are on every weeknight from 10 o'clock only on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
You're popping pills like you're Mr. Johnny Cash. You're in the ring of fire, but you can't walk a straight line. Sort it out, I think you still got time. And if you need some help, come round to mine. Let's put the kettle on and we can talk about it. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Last hour of the show, dear listener. My youngest is now obsessed with Remy Nicole. I've given him my CDs. He just loves her so much. 0344 499 1000 is the last hour of the show before Paul Ross comes on at 1 o'clock. We are here every Monday to Friday. I'm Iain Lee. I stole the strawberries on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here. Katherine Boyle has lived more lives than one could ever imagine. Here's the thing. We're doing some live shows. We've got 4 live shows in the diary. Sunday is sold out. There might be Sundays in London, 6 o'clock show, sold out. There might be some tickets up for grabs on the day if you follow us on Twitter, at Iain Lee, at Flipping Kath, and we will retweet if people can't come. Then we've got a show on this, I think it's Saturday the 6th of July in Shaftesbury in Dorset. They're starting to go. We've sold 46 tickets now in a venue that holds 150, but 46 is all right. It's all right. We've got a show. Then, I think it's the 27th of July, the Saturday, we're playing Belfast in a venue that holds about 150. We've sold... Now, two weeks ago, we got an email. We asked how many tickets we sold. We said we sold 40. So, me and Kath, Glasgow had finished, Manchester had finished, so we've really been pushing the Belfast show a lot. Pushing it a lot. And it's paid off. Because now we've sold 44 tickets. It's an extra 4 tickets we've sold.
Go us.
I just want to book if I hadn't booked the hotel and the flights yesterday, I would have said, right, we're not going to do it. But we're going to do it. We're coming to Belfast. We've only sold 44 tickets.
Now, the venue says that the way people buy tickets in Belfast is they leave it till the last minute and we shouldn't worry about it.
Right, okay.
But we are worrying about it.
So, listen, it would really do us a great favour. If you are considering coming to the Belfast show, please buy your tickets now. iainlee.com/event. It's got all the ticket links. Buy your tickets now. Because, we might have to... we're not going to... We're going to go. We're going to go and we're going to do a great show. But it would really make us feel less gaseous, less nauseous if we knew that we'd pulled at least 60 people. I mean, even at 60 people, we're going to operate at a loss. I think we need to sell about 80 to break even. But... we're going to come, we're going to do a great show. Yeah. It's going to be a laugh. We'll have a lot of fun. And if there's not many people, well, Yabu sucks to the people that didn't bother to come. Iain Lee, IAINLEE.com/event. iainlee.com/event is the place for all the tickets. If you've never been to our show before, it's me and Kath. We sit on the stage. It's 2 hours. It's not like, some people think, it's like a 45-minute, 50-minute Edinburgh show. No. First half is 50 minutes, maybe an hour sometimes. Mm-hmm. Then there's a break. And then the second half is another 45 minutes, an hour.
So it's a night out, basically.
It's a night out. It's not a quick... It's only 11 quid in Belfast as well, I think. You're going to get a proper 2-hour show, and there's going to be an interval. And at the end, we stick around, we do pictures. You want pictures, you want to ask us questions and stuff. We stick around for a good half an hour, 40 minutes afterwards. We make sure everyone gets their hands shook, if they want their hands shook, of course. We'd never force our hands on anybody else's hands. But it would be nice if you would like to come, please. Come. It's a good laugh when we sing and we
had such a good laugh last time we were in Belfast.
It was brilliant. And we take phone calls, we take Skype calls. You're welcome to get involved if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But it'll be really nice to see you in Belfast and in Shaftesbury in Dorset and in Bath in September. iainlee.com/event is the place to go. Thank you very much indeed. Katherine, you had a very interesting story about a woman masturbating.
Well, we were looking for a story that we covered, what was it, last year maybe?
Yeah.
Where a guy had made his own little... He was kind of like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit, but rude. He'd made an attachment for his car that meant that he could... do 2 things at once.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advocate it. It's not good for you. I've had a quick look on Twitter and I've had a quick look on Google, and loads of people have done themselves quite a lot of damage.
Okay.
By this. Right, here we go. Listen to this. No one likes... This is from Cosmopolitan, so brace yourselves. This is going to get fruity. No one likes snailing along the motorway at rush hour, but one driver wasn't content with swearing at the radio or waiting for it all to blow over. A woman driving a Mini crashed into a stationary seafood van after masturbating with a rampant rabbit behind the wheel, according to reports. The vehicle was sitting in a queue of traffic when the woman's car suddenly lurched forward and hit the M&J seafood van in front of her. She exchanged details with the van driver, and the seafood company later examined footage from a camera on the back of the van. They were shocked when they spotted the woman, described as being in her 30s, holding a pink rampant rabbit and doing up her trousers.
Oh, while she was driving, though. I don't understand that. I don't understand it.
No. A source told the Mirror a driver was called into the office and feared he was getting the sack. He'd been on his first shift after looking for work for ages. The bosses told him it wasn't his fault and then said, "Have you seen this?" He was like, "What the F?" And they all had a good laugh. But the company have spared the driver's blushes by keeping her identity to themselves and say they will not be releasing the CCTV footage.
Oh.
That went nuts. On Google, there's loads and loads and loads of different organisations telling the similar story. A couple of people saying,
I'm
did it
listening,
really
by
happen?
the way. I'm just trying to find this guy that invented the machine in his car, and I can't quite find it.
A few people wondering whether it really happened, and that is an extraordinary way to sell seafood if it didn't.
Yeah.
Is what I'm going to say to you.
Seafood, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the end of that one. But there were a few. Let me have a look. But it's not a good idea, guys. I don't think we need to...
I keep getting adverts for the auto blow. My search history is now completely screwed. I cannot find all. Here we go. Is
you found it?
No. There's something called the auto suck.
Oh my God.
That plugs. That's a real thing, and there's a picture of it that plugs into the car lighter thing. But it's not the story. Strong sucking machine, 10 appliances you can plug into your car. No, we're not going to... I don't think we're going to find it.
Yeah.
We're taking application... You got more? We're going to do it in a second. We've got Ollie on the line, but you've got more if we want some.
Well, this is the thing, right?
They're
There's a
all the
load
same.
of people dying after doing it.
Well, that's funny.
You really?
Yeah, it's funny.
Really?
Well, I mean, how recent are they?
2016?
That's okay, that's fine. The statute of limitations has passed on that one. 0344 499 1000. We're also taking applications for correspondence. So far, we have Craig, the missed opportunities correspondent. We have Adam, the psychic car correspondent. We have Sophie, solo holidays. And we have Nellie. I know it's not Nellie, but I've written it down. I really can't change it. Lighthouses. Let's go to Ollie.
Hello, Ian and Kath.
Hello, Ollie.
Do you want to play the yes-no game?
Do I get to talk afterwards?
Yeah, of course you do. You ready? Go. Do you want to play the yes-no game?
I would.
Okay, well, what you've got to do... what you've got to do is you've got to speak normally and not... You've got to be faster than that, okay?
But this is how I speak. Is it like a Battle Royale, whatever game you said, and I can knock you out as well?
Have you seen... No, you can't knock me out. I'm the quizmaster. Are you ready?
I am.
You sure?
Definitely.
Have you seen the film Battle Royale? That is some movie, isn't it?
I have. It is great.
But do not watch the second one. It's a stinker.
Oh.
Hey! He outed himself.
Guys, surely there shouldn't be a second one if the Battle Royale took the
I
first
wasn't
time.
ready.
Mate, I said we were going twice.
Yeah, but I didn't ring for that.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't need to prepare. I need mental preparedness.
Ollie, you think you're Daddy Big Ball? No, Daddy Warbucks. Sorry, when it comes to the yes/no game, I've heard what you've been saying. I could beat Ian at the yes/no game anytime I want, and I just thought I'd teach you a lesson. I've been watching some of your streams, but you don't speak on them.
No, it was only yesterday. Today I did.
Okay, well I don't watch them after yesterday.
Oh, sorry. Oh no,
you lost. Hey,
I can be better.
Some great news.
Yeah.
I'm a Twitch partner.
I thought you looked
very
different.
good.
Yeah. I'm going to make money. Make big money. I'm going to be rich. Excuse me.
I woke up my wife and she's giving me evils.
Well, you woke up just now?
She woke up. I woke up my wife.
Sorry?
Just woke up.
Stop saying woke up.
Are you in bed,
woke
though?
up.
Stop, don't say woke up.
No, I've gone in the front room, but apparently I was shouting and she's come and gave me evils.
Your wife gave you measles?
Evils.
Your wife is... at some point... I've met your wife and she is wonderful, right? She's a wonderful human being. But here's my prediction. Some point in the next 6 months, she's going to give you an ultimatum. It's either Ian Lee or her.
She's done that a few times.
And he's still here.
You're making the right choice, Ollie. You're making the right choice. Okay, enough of talking about interesting stuff. Let's get on to the point of your call.
I will have revenge on yes, no, at some other point. Maybe Sunday, because I'm coming Sunday.
Okay, well, you've just heard it there, dear listener. Ollie has laid down the gauntlet. He wants a game of yes, no, live on stage.
It sounded a lot like a threat, actually.
Didn't it just... I'm going to do to him what that MP did to that girl if he walks up on the stage. I'm going to push him into... I would never do such a thing, but... someone's just sent me a picture of a rusty microwave. Okay, I apologise, they do rust. It's not a euphemism, it's actually a rusty microwave. This refers to something that we had on the show 2 or 3 days ago. But there will be a yes-no game challenge live on stage at Sunday's show. It's on. It's on.
You better get some practice in.
Okay. I will. Of course I will.
Well, I would like to be the correspondents of space. Space facts.
Give me 2 interesting space facts.
Do you know when water evaporated from Mars, Ian?
Yeah, I do.
Go on.
It was quite recent, actually, wasn't it? Wasn't it something like 35,000 years ago?
No, more like 3.5 billion years ago, before life on Earth.
Which backs up... Well, Catherine's yawning.
Well, it often happens
But this backs up my theory.
Does it, Ian? Because I think it destroys your theory and makes you look foolish.
Whoa!
Burn!
Whoa! Okay. This guy wants to be a correspondent on my show. And he's burning me. It's embarrassing, man, because I'm going to say no to him. Let's see what his next fact is.
All right.
Okay. Well, do you know what? No, it might be good to have a correspondent. It might be good to have healthy debate and have a correspondent who is who's wrong.
Finished,
is wrong.
Who's vermin?
Who's vermin? Let's hear your second interesting space fact.
Well, it's all about Mars because I really want to destroy your theory of life originating from Mars. So, because 3.5 billion years. Okay, well that's one fact. Okay, you've done one fact so far. We've asked for a second fact. Yeah, there's only been 0.1% of oxygen in the Mars's atmosphere, so humans cannot survive on Mars for 3.5 billion years.
Yes. Well, how do you know that?
Because of the science.
Okay, give me the science. Give me the science you've read. Give me the.
Brian Cox's Planet on
again.
BBC Two.
You love Cox. How does he know that?
Because he's studied in science.
Right,
He's a professor. He's Professor Brian Cox. Are you a professor? I don't think so.
Well, do you know what a professor is? All a professor is someone who who lectures in universities. So yeah, I am. I am.
No,
I'm a professor. Yep.
No, because they had to do a degree and then a master's.
I've done a degree.
Professorate.
No, they don't. They don't. That is simply.
You do have to win a seat.
That is simply untrue. You do not have to do a doctorate and a professorship to become a professor. That is untrue.
Okay, well, he's done that.
Yeah,
he's done the real professorate.
He's done that, but you don't have to. As you know, Ollie, I'm a maverick. Yeah. I play by my... you don't want to cry muffin yet?
No.
Okay, I'm a maverick. I play... Sorry?
What's that?
I play by my own rules, and my rules are very different from those of Professor Brian Cox.
Did you know that the magnetic field of Mars stopped 3.5 billion years ago?
Yes, I did know that. Yep.
So that's why its magnetic field stopped working, and its atmosphere is being ripped away from the sun.
Listen, this is why the humans had to get off there. You're just backing up my theory that we came from Mars. That's all you're doing.
Dinosaurs appeared 66 million years
These
ago.
are rough estimates. These are very, very rough estimates. They didn't have calendars then. They didn't have video recorders. What do they call those things? Those very handy flip video cameras. They didn't have those. These are just estimates, I'm afraid, Ollie.
Humans appeared about 100,000 years ago.
Okay, mate. All right.
That's a few billion
Ollie.
years
I'm
out.
going to put you down. Okay, I'm going to put
Mars correspondent?
Yes. Fake news correspondent, Ollie.
Muffin.
Retract. Mars correspondent. You got it, fella.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to locking... I'm looking forward to locking horns with you and converting you to the winning team.
Never going to happen. Can we do Battle Royale, yes, no, on Sunday because I want to take you down?
But what does that mean?
It means that you also are involved.
Yeah, we ask questions to each other.
No, it doesn't.
Cass can get involved, the whole audience can get involved.
No.
Take everyone down.
It doesn't work like that, okay? We can do...
Why are you scared, Ian?
I will,
It does sound like fear.
No,
It does.
please. I will do a round of...
Do you want a muffin?
No, I don't want a flipping muffin. I want a tea cake. I will do a round of yes, no, where you can ask a minute. But if we're both doing it, then there's no momentum. There's skill.
There's ultra momentum.
No, I'll do a minute against him, and then he can do a minute against me. I'm giving him more time. If we do a minute each, that's 30 seconds each.
Okay then.
You all right with that?
I accept your terms.
Do you?
I accept your terms. Yes.
He's out!
Oh, come on.
He's out. Ollie, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. It'll be a laugh. Thank you. 0344 499 1000 coming up next. It's Nigel from Maidstone.
Dead of Night Discourse for disco queens,
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
dairy farmers,
Aye.
and distant fathers.
Yeah, whatever.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
on Talk Radio.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't be.
Okay, I won't be. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Nigel.
Oh, good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Nigel.
And Catherine.
Hiya.
Have you had a nice day?
I've had a nice day. Have you had a nice day?
Yeah, it's a really good day. Well, good afternoon anyway.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, mate.
Yeah. Probably the weather was miserable, though. The weather
It was quite nice where I was. In fact, it got really hot where I was.
Oh, yes, it was sunny later on, but it was a bit miserable.
Yep.
And it got dark and miserable tonight as well.
Yep.
Afterwards. I found a new food bank in Maidstone. I was in town, and the lady I usually ring, Dawn, that helps me, she put me onto a new food bank, which I went straight to and got some food.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great
That's
news,
fantastic. So they are helping me, so I can go back to some other things that they were able to stop.
Brilliant. Great.
Yeah.
I'm really
I
pleased.
like rice pudding.
I love rice pudding.
Yeah. I just had a whole tin myself just now.
Well, I love it. I
It's
can
nice
do
and
that.
it's sweet, isn't it, really? Quite a sweet thing.
Yeah, it's very sweet. It's dessert.
And I've been speaking I just rang my girlfriend Sadie, and she was really tired, but she had this really sexy voice. You know, when you're tired, women are tired, they sound more sexy.
Yeah, I like, women that are just falling asleep. Yeah,
she said she was tired, but she sounded more sexy than usual.
All right, Bill Cosby, calm down.
And anyway, so she's coming over to stay next week.
Okay.
But just for company, you know. Well, as I say, we're good friends anyway.
Listen, Nigel, I want to say something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if anything we said last night offended you.
Well, I didn't mean to jump the boat, really.
No, I know. You jumped the boat a little bit. Listen, I don't have a problem with anything you said on Twitter at all, right? I was a little bit upset that you felt it, and I'm not telling you off, but I was a little bit upset that you felt you could swear at Sam, and anyone else wouldn't get back on. But because it's you, and Sam is cool with it, you know.
I did apologise, though, as soon as I rang him.
Okay, well, then that's great. Then that is great. That is great. Well, thank you for that. And Sam's
But
telling you did.
I'm so sorry about swearing.
That's all right. Listen, we just want what's the best for you, Nigel. That's all.
I know. But no, I felt as if things were getting on top of me. You know?
I know. You get frustrated and you get angry and you lash out.
Anxious.
Anxious. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, we apologise if anything we said was upset you.
I've got no brains, were you? You weren't saying I've got no. You weren't saying I've got no brains. At all,
Oh God,
were you?
no. I wasn't saying you're thick. I wasn't saying you've got no brains.
No, but I thought that what you said about what was the word? You said I was.
Maybe might have used the phrase learning difficulties.
Yeah, if I've got learning difficulties, you didn't mean that I couldn't do anything.
No, God, no. It's not an insult. It's not an insult.
No.
There are loads of people there are loads of people with learning difficulties. It can mean a whole variety of things that live
Are they
perfectly.
the famous people that suffer from it as well?
Oh God, there must be loads of them. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm sure there must be loads.
That can't do. They can do some things, like they can sing or dance, and they can't do other
But
things.
we just know that you get a bit confused about stuff. That's all it means, really. It's not an insult. It's not in any way putting you down. And I'm sorry if you interpreted it in that way.
Yeah, and of course I was worried, depressed about Mum.
Yeah, of course you were. There's you got a lot of stuff to worry about.
And I got to pray after I've spoken to you. I must do my prayers for peace of mind. Really.
Yeah. Well, if that works. Well, listen. I'm glad you got some food.
Can I sing you a quick song?
Do you know what? Not tonight.
Not
Not tonight, because the line's a bit busy. Why don't you do it? Give us a call tomorrow. I've got a load of calls to get through.
Saturday evening, then.
Sorry.
Is it Friday tomorrow?
Yeah, Friday. Give us a call Friday night. Oh, no, you're breaking up. Listen, Nigel, give us a call tomorrow and give us a song.
I'll do a song tomorrow night.
All right, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. There we go.
Nigel.
There we go. You see, this is the thing. It's a lot of people getting a bit angry. Nigel tweeted some stuff, and a lot of people getting a little bit angry with him. And you just got to remember, stuff.
He was anxious and worried.
Okay, well, here we go. Let's go to joshrom.com. Good evening, Josh.
Good evening, Ian and Kath. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I believe you've got some exciting showbiz news for us.
It's not so much showbiz, to be honest. I'm actually live from Stonehenge at the moment.
Now, hang on a second, buddy. You are 150 metres away from Stonehenge.
No, I'm literally at Stonehenge touching the stone as we speak.
You're not allowed to do that!
No, you are on this one night because it's the summer solstice. And it's a massive
So joshrom.com is...
He's one of the 26.
He's naked, he's off his face on LSD, and he's dancing around with a man with a long beard. Have I got it right?
You've got it absolutely wrong, I'm afraid.
Oh, take your clothes off, son. Take your clothes off.
I mean, to be fair, there is glitter everywhere.
All over you.
There's drums going on. There's bongos going on. Honestly, the atmosphere here is electric.
There's bongs going on. Don't partake in that, young man. Find me a man with a long beard to talk to.
Okay, let's try.
I want a man with a long beard.
Because King Arthur goes there, doesn't he?
You are live on Talk Radio. Clive, where are you from? And how do you feel being here up close with the Stonehenge Stone? Amazing. And what is the best thing about being here at the solstice? Yeah.
I can't hear anything, Josh. You're not there. He's in his mum's house.
He's talking to a magic person.
Thank you. Hey, Ian, could you not hear a word?
No, we couldn't hear anything. I don't think you're there. I think you're at your mum's.
If you actually look on my Twitter at Josh Romanet, you can...
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Recorded a video by Stonehenge.
Now we get to the meat and two veg.
You can do a lot with green screen, joshrom.com. You can do a lot with green screen. What are you doing there, man?
Well, I'm going to be reporting here throughout the night on the Late Early show.
Right, we can go on Paul Ross's show then. Get out of mine! Josh, go on. You're going to be on all night from there, are you?
Yeah, live from Stonehenge. It's very interesting, Ian. I got to tell you, that's why I called in.
Well, make sure that we could listen. I'm glad you're using us to test the equipment. Make sure we couldn't hear anything that person said. So, did you move the phone over to him?
Yeah, well, I'm actually speaking from a microphone right now.
What? Did you point the microphone at his mouth?
Yes, I did.
It didn't work!
Oh dear.
Get it fixed, Josh. Thank you very much indeed. That's going to be something worth listening to tonight.
The Josh Rom monologues.
By the end of it, he's going to drink some mead and he's going to be singing about a fair maiden and
howling at the moon.
It's howling at the moon. Thank you, Josh. We got Danny coming up next. This is Talk Radio.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind. I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
I'm so hungry. I'm playing cricket tomorrow.
You what?
Playing cricket. My boys' school. Parents and kids are allowed to play cricket.
And so it begins.
I'm not going to do overarm bowling, although I think I can, but I'm going to do underarm bowling. Mm-hmm. I hate the pressure of the bowling, but yeah, going to...
Should have had a word with my little one.
You should have done, shouldn't I?
She's got a very special bowling technique whereby she windmills her arms several times and people get fed up of waiting for the ball and then she releases it.
I'm not allowed to do that. No,
I said, isn't that how you get sent off? And she went, no, that's how you win.
We're going to do that, and then I think on Saturday I'm going to have 3 hours sleep. I think we're going to go and see Toy Story. Is Toy Story out now?
Yeah, I think it's coming out Friday.
Right, we're going to go and see Toy Story on Saturday. Then you and I are off to see Michael Palin Saturday night.
My favourite Python.
That's going to be great, isn't it?
I've got a thing about Michael Palin.
How exciting! Okay, well, let's see if we can get him to have sex with you in a car. Is that? I don't know where that was going. What's the thing? Tell us yet another story.
Yeah, well, there's a whole.
We'll be with you in a second, Danny. Stay there.
Okay. There's on this website called Ranker.com.
Called what?
Ranker with a R.
Okay.
They've got a bit listing horrific car accidents caused by sex, and some of them are absolutely horrific. But this one's kind of fun.
Okay. Because a lot of people have died having sex whilst driving.
Yeah, and it's not a way to be found.
No.
An unidentified young German couple were driving through the countryside in September 2016 with the woman leaning across the driver's lap performing oral sex. Their automotive engagement ended prematurely, though, when the driver had to slam on the brakes to avoid hitting a deer, causing his companion to bite down. They were taken to a nearby hospital where the man received surgery that would restore the full use of his genitals. There we go.
Wow.
But the deer was fine.
And we've got some audio of... this might work. We've got some audio of exactly what the incident leading up to that sounded like. Sounds like this.
It's not chewing. That's terrible. That sounded like a carrot.
It did. It was a pickle. No, that was a joke. That wasn't. We have actually got audio, and this is this is what it sounds like. There you go. Let's go to Danny. Good evening, Danny.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Katherine. Member number 24.
Welcome, hey, Danny. Welcome. Always.
Got some breaking news for you.
Not that kind of member.
There we go. Yeah, yes, Danny, what's the breaking news?
That Josh, I just found him mooching around my overgrown bush in my front garden. Nowhere near Stonehenge.
No, he's gone to the wrong place. Dirty boy, JoshWrong.com. It would be. Anyway, here's the thing: if I was given the job of going to do a overnight report at Stonehenge, I'd totally fake it. I would totally fake it. It's a long way to go. The A303, it's going to be cold. I would totally fake it. And if he hasn't faked it, then he's missed it. It's radio. It's radio. You can't get
near it, can you?
You can't. You're not allowed to. It's radio.
Against the law.
For God's sakes. Yes, Danny.
Right. Could I be? There's three things I consider myself a part-time expert in.
Okay.
Twitter. And you were the third person I tweeted 10.5 years ago when I joined Twitter.
Hang on a second. First of all, I was the first, and then suddenly I was the third. What happened there, Dan?
I was going to lie and say you were first, and I thought you'd only winkle it out at me, so I admitted you were third.
Who was first and second?
First was Stephen Fry, and the second was my mate Anna.
Oh, that's not bad. All right, Stephen Fry, Anna, and me. I'll take that. Okay.
Everyone had Stephen Fry at the start, didn't they?
Well, the thing is, I didn't run my Twitter account to start with because I had a producer called Davis, who I didn't really get on with, and he would always poo-poo my ideas, so I would poo-poo his ideas. And one day, this was years ago, he showed me this. He's got this great way for people to interact with the show. It's a thing called Twitter, and I looked at it. I went, "Nah, it looks rubbish." He went, "No, I think it'd be good." And I said, "Nah, it looks rubbish. Not doing it." And he's like, no. I said, no, we're not doing it, mate. Not doing it. So someone set up twitter.com, Iain Lee on Twitter, and it was just like a bot that would retweet. It would just tweet like news stories about me or something. And after about 6 months, it became clear Twitter was a thing.
Uh-huh.
And I had to try and wrestle back control of... I don't know who did it. I had to send them emails saying, can I have my Twitter? No. That's my name. Can I have my Twitter, please? No. And I got it in the end. I got it. I killed them. So, okay. Well, what was the second thing?
Second, Cat's gonna be angry with me. I've gone one over the legal limit of cats. I've got 4. So I could be a cat expert.
No.
It's not the legal limit, but it's the limit if you are not nuts.
No. I feel... First of all, I don't want a Twitter correspondent. Well, maybe. I can't let you be the cat correspondent. Tell me something about cats. Talk to me about cats. Come on, let's just riff. Let's just spitball. Let's just see what happens. Come on, talk to me about cats. Go on.
Most ginger cats are male. Black cats are lovely. I've got one called Betty.
Black cats are lovely. It's true. Can't deny
my
that.
daughter named her Betty before she knew the song Black Betty. That's a fact.
Well, listen to me tap my chest. And they're coming up over the final stretch now, and here they come over the corner.
Mine sounds different.
Your boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller than mine. Just. They're mine. Oh. And they're coming around the final bend now, and here they come. Then the horses. Danny.
Yeah.
Just to make this hell go away, you're the Twitter correspondent. I think we need a bit more than you got a cat called Black Betty.
Oh, well, I was going to... My third choice would have been podcasting, but I think Kath would have audacity'd me out of it.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Danny. Always a pleasure to have one of our members come on. And now Danny is the Twitter correspondent. We are getting a great team of correspondents.
A crack squad.
We have Lighthouses, Nelly, Solar Holidays, Sophie, Psychic Cars, Adam, Missed Opportunities, Craig, Mars is Ollie, and Twitter is Danny. This is fantastic. Last 20 minutes of the show. Let's play Pass the Chat On, shall we?
Let's.
You phone up, you go straight to air. You stay on air until someone else calls in, and then you get booted off. You can come on as many times as you want. Start dialing now. 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh, my word.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here we go, last 15, 20 minutes of the show before Paul Ross comes in at 1. We're going to play Pass the Chat On. Katherine, please explain the rules of this game.
You come on, and you stay on until the next person rings up. Then you're off.
It's as
you may
simple
only
as that.
get a few seconds. You may get a couple of minutes.
Don't
Who knows?
swear, don't be libelous, because we've got a 7-second delay. Apart from that, you can call in about anything you want, and you can keep coming back. If you feel you've not made your point, you're very welcome to call back. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, Jesus, am I on there already?
Yes, that's you.
Oh, my God, hello, Ian.
Hello.
Expecting that, it's a bit sudden.
I know, this is how it works.
Oh, anyway, sorry, very quickly, I wanted to tell you about a bit
What's going on with your phone? It's fading in and out like an old AM signal.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. Is it really? I'm sorry. Is it better now?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that better?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude on the radio.
You're not being rude. She's got it! What? I'm not doing a thing! What is happening?
I don't know. I'm here thinking, it's taking a long time to get on air, and then suddenly you're there, and I was like, oh my God, it's you straight away. Anyway, I wanted to tell you a story about my friend who...
Are you putting your thumb over the hole or something?
Am I what, sorry?
Are you putting the thumb over the hole or something?
Of the phone, the hole of the phone.
I haven't got my thumb over any hole. Is that better?
It sort of gets better and then it sort of gets worse.
I'm laying on my side. Is that better?
Why are you laying on your side? You're in bed?
No, I'm in bed. I'm laying on my side.
Could you... I'll tell you what might help. Could you, pull the duvet back and put one leg in the air? Like an aerial.
I've got a leg on the floor. I've got a leg on the floor. Is that better now?
Let's see it.
I'm kind of crouching in a bad way.
Yeah, actually, yeah, now you've earthed yourself.
0344 499 1000. Please someone call in and get this awful telephone connection off of my show. Go on, Michelle.
Sorry. It was going to be a romantic story, I'll tell you. My friend...
Oh, come on!
Sorry. She was on a third date with a boyfriend, and she went back to his house. They're all married now, by the way.
Yeah.
And she went back to his house, and she felt a very sudden urge to go to the toilet. But this is a true story. So she went into his bathroom.
If you tell me she couldn't flush it and she chucked it out of the window, I'm cutting you off.
No, it's not that. She put it... This is a true story, I swear to God. She put it in her handbag and took it home.
Oh, God.
A poo?
Yes. She wrapped it up, and they're married now, which is so...
And they've still got that poo.
She's still got a magic handbag.
My God!
That is why you should never go in a woman's handbag.
Jeez!
Don't put that lipstick on, it could be bad.
No, don't put that lipstick on.
Oh, yeah. Michelle.
Sorry, I think I was sorry.
Your phone line is awful, but it's a great story. Thank you very much indeed. We've got no one else calling in at the moment, so we have to wait. We have to wait. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. That's some story, huh?
I've never understood. Well, it must have been a big one.
Well, maybe
unsinkable.
His flush didn't work. Maybe his flush didn't work.
Yeah, and we all know that panic.
Yeah.
Of being in there too long, especially when you're trying to make a good impression.
Yep.
I mean, I wonder if she tried sort of torpedoing it down with more paper.
When Ringo Starr decided to live full-time in Beverly Hills, he planned to honour his adoptive hometown with an extravagant gift. An £800 polished steel monument of his hand making a peace sign. It's about 8 or 9 feet tall. It's beautiful, but it's about 8 or 9 feet tall. The city politely declined. 0344 499 1000. We're playing past the chat on, but we haven't got any calls. The Commission thanks Mr. Starr for his generous offer, but unfortunately, the donation did not meet the fine art criteria. The city's now disbanded Fine Art Commission wrote after it voted unanimously to reject the Beatles' gift in 2017. They said, "Sorry, Sir Ringo, thanks for your proposal, but you're not an artist and the work is not art," said sculptor Jeremy Morelli.
Oh, gosh.
Who helped Starr produce the version of the statue intended for City Hall. Tuesday night, the city changed its tune. The City Council authorised placement of the 8-foot-tall artwork on Santa Monica Boulevard, where it's expected to attract throngs of tourists when it's unveiled this fall. "We want to be a city of love and peace," surely peace and love, Mayor John Mirisch told the city's Art and Culture Commission last week. When you take a picture with City Hall in the background, it symbolises that. For the 78-year-old Starr who created Peace and Love decades ago... What? Oh, and paid to ship the bronze original when he moved from Britain to Beverly Hills, the rejection came as a surprise. Starr's team challenged the decision as soon as it received the city's rejection letter, but by then the 14-day appeal window had elapsed, yet Starr persisted. Starr, who could not be... Anyway, they've agreed to it. Starr, who could not be reached for comment, wanted to be sure fans could snap pictures with the monument, but only from the palm side, not the back of the hand, which is considered a rude gesture in the United Kingdom.
If I ever go there, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You can't. The agreed-upon location is framed by tall plants. You cannot get close to the back of that hand.
Oh, there's a will.
You cannot do it. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We're playing a very slow rounder past the chat on, which I'm fine with, but nobody is calling in right now.
Oh, nobody.
Nobody.
Like, absolutely.
Nobody is calling in right now.
Nobody. Nobody's going to get
Nobody's calling in right now. So we will wait until we get a call and then we will answer it and we'll take that call. I'm so hungry and tired. I might actually get a Mackie D's on
No,
Sorry?
no, come on.
Why not? I've not done it for a month.
Yeah, well done.
Well, all I'm going to do is go home and eat cheese on toast.
Okay, well, that's not a McDonald's.
I'm having a McDonald's tonight. I really fancy one.
Okay, well, you do what you think is right.
Oh, you're such a... I nearly said the C word there. I nearly so retired. I nearly said the C word. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. Why is that word so powerful? Why has it come to be the worst swear you can possibly have?
Well, there's got to be one, hasn't there? And men are quite happy talking about their penis a lot, and women not so much historically. So I guess it's that.
I was very disappointed when Victoria Derbyshire, when she said the C word, instead of Jeremy Hunt, she said, everyone's saying...
And then said, only men say
Only
it.
men say that. That's not... She should have been fired for that. She should have been fired for that misogynistic slur. I've heard many women...
Misandric.
Sorry?
Misandry, isn't it? Not misogynistic.
It's misogyny. She was being misogynistic.
No, she was being...
She was committing
Misandry.
She was committing patricide. I know the words. Not patricide, excuse me, regicide.
Oh.
And do you know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about kings.
She was putting
Killing a king.
She was putting the kings of men.
Oh, men are kings, are they?
Men are kings, yeah, and women are queens. You get a male queen and a
yes.
just 2019, yes. You do. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Pass the chat on. You phone up. You get to stay on as long as you can until somebody else calls in.
Oh, it's us.
That's weird. Anyway. Line 2. Whoa! Baby!
Spooky.
Oh, baby, now! What is going on? Is it 2 lines?
I think we've shorted the system.
I want to make love to you. I'm having the worst trip of my life. What is going on? That is nuts. Have I got to shut? Let's try one more line and then we'll shut phone box and see if that does anything. Let's go to line 3. You're on the wireless.
Hello, happy bum.
Sorry? Up your bum?
Hello? Hello, happy bum.
Go to line.
Wow. Hello, up your bum.
Hello, up your bum.
Happy bum.
Up your bum.
Sorry?
Huh? Line 2, you're on the... Whoa! This is the most insane...
Maybe this is what it sounds like up your bum.
Hello, line 3, you're...
Easy now.
Hello?
What's going on, Bug?
It's all gone a bit mad.
All right. How you doing, Ian Lee?
I'm very well. We're playing Pass the Chat On. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, man. I've been up for 2 days, Bob. I've been sniffing and drinking, man.
Well, you shouldn't be sniffing and drinking. You should go and have a lie down. Let's go to line 3. This is insane. They're all coming up as the same number as well. Hello?
Hello?
All right.
How much do they spend on this?
Hang on, here we go. Here we go. Shh, I'm going to do something experimental. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh, it doesn't work. What is going on? Hello? I'm not even doing the thing.
Hello?
This isn't even one of our experimental things. This is great, though. This is the best broadcasting I've ever done. Let's try line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
You all right,
Oh, no, thanks. Right. So, okay. Let's try line... Hello, line 1, you're on the wireless.
12,000?
Carry on.
5,000?
Carry on. It won't happen again.
Dramatic pause.
Oh, sorry.
It won't happen again!
If you've just tuned in... Well, I don't really know what's going on. I've been here all night. But that I get. That I get. The rest of it, I don't get. Sam, come on the microphone. Any idea how that is... how that's what that is?
I reckon it's the same person who's got 2 phones and has, like, put them up to one another to make a loop.
I don't think it's that clever.
No?
Well, let's find... No, because it was different numbers.
No, because they were both... Yeah, they were both withheld numbers, was the thing.
Oh, were they withheld?
Yeah,
they were withheld.
Ah, well,
all right, line 1, you're on the wireless?
Yeah,
No, thank you. Let's... I don't know what's going on.
Mo, thanks.
Mo, thanks. Come in, Paul. Come in, please. Let's try this one. We're having a little bit of psychedelic fun tonight. It's like being back at uni. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, the stones are gone.
What stones?
Stonehenge stones.
You're joking?
I've just gone past there. They're gone.
That was JoshRom.com took them.
I don't think he was actually there.
I'm not convinced he was either. I think he was faking it totally. But thank you for your call. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Filet of fish, a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a Happy Meal, McNuggets, tasty golden fresh roast, regular or larger size of salad, shepherd garden, or a chicken salad, oriental, big breakfast, steak, muffin, hot cakes and sausage, baby biscuits, bacon, egg and cheese, or sausage, Danish hash brown, stew, and for dessert, hot apple pies and sundaes, 3 varieties of sausage, country kinds of shakes and chocolate, each of cookies, and a drink of Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, and orange drink, a Sprite and coffee, decaf, 2, a low-fat milk, also an orange juice. I love McDonald's, good time, great taste, and I get this all at one place. Got it? Got it. Okay, now you do.
No, I think we're fine. Let's go.
Look, I look green and egg, you know what I mean? And I'm on the scene and egg, because I want to pick up the ball, but the man look at the ball, but the command card, you win the good side like a king of surprise.
Okay, right. I've no idea. I'm out, Paul. I'm out.
What have you bequeathed me?
I've got no idea.
I've got your fresh scrapings.
I think they must have made LSD legal in the last few hours or something, because it's gone very weird. How are you, Paul Ross?
Very well indeed, and I can confirm that Josh Rom is indeed at Stonehenge, because we sent him down, and this would have been a trip I should have filmed with Karen Davey. So Karen, as I said, when Josh drove all the way down from London, down the A303 off the motorway to Stonehenge. So it's about gimme, 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 the noughties version, isn't it? When two worlds collide. Serious business. We shouldn't be doing Stonehenge, we should have been doing the show from that car.
You would have got a word in.
Doing Stonehenge at the moment, yeah. Gosh, what a journey, eh, Sam? Sam's saying he wished he'd been in that car just to see what happened. Wow.
It could be arranged. The boot's empty.
So summer solstice, it's all downhill from here. The days get shorter.
Yeah, that's it. So
winter draws on.
Suddenly it's 1972. It's Jimmy Young. Winter draws on. Oh dear.
Oh God. So what else you got? Are you just going to...
On the show this morning, we're talking about a bit of a strange TV anniversary. 50 years ago today, a sort of fly-on-the-wall documentary was shown about the royal family.
Oh.
Okay. And it was shown on the BBC Today, 1969. A week later, it was shown on ITV. It was then shown on Australian TV. Her Majesty the Queen was thought, seriously, I'm in danger of being overexposed. There was no Christmas message for 1969. It was written in the papers. That documentary was shown one more time in 1972 to mark the Queen's 20 years on the throne. It's never been seen since. 38 hours of unseen footage to do with it. So we're talking about that and what it might mean, and, you know, if or whenever it'll be shown again.
Doesn't exist anywhere.
In the 90s, there were about 30 seconds of clips you can get. In the 90s, it shows you the power of the royal family, doesn't it? In the 90s, if you could prove you were doing academic research, you could pay, and you got approved from Buckingham Palace, you could pay £35 and go and view the documentary under supervision.
Wow.
So you couldn't record it or make
incredible?
it. So we're talking about that on this. Interesting story, I think that is.
Do you remember we started watching and then we never, it was hard to, most of them are on YouTube, and I wish they'd release it on DVD. The Family. Do you remember The Family?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great programme.
All in Reading, wasn't it? They were Reading.
All in Reading. When the son is with his wife, I don't know if they're married yet, and they've got a little baby, and she's trying to fill in the form so they can get a council flat, and he's reading a porno.
Yeah, he
just sat there reading a porno. Those are the days.
Different days.
Here's a question: Who were the first people in Britain to have video recorders? Completely irrelevant to what we're talking about. I just remember when you were talking about
craze, was it?
No, yeah, it was the Beatles.
Oh. Really,
the Beatles.
Wow,
the first people to have video recorders in this country.
From Magic Alex, though, and they never worked.
I was on a phone call with someone the other day. Very convoluted, and he basically said that he used to hang around with the Beatles, and he knew the Beatles a bit in the late 60s. I said, "You didn't meet?" Oh, it's gone. Natasha's gone. Yeah, it's gone. She's gone.
That's odd, because I was watching an advert for a new mobile phone network with Kevin Bacon.
And he's got a tash.
He's got the tash.
And he looks good with it, doesn't he?
You've bequeathed him your tash, and you've given me your show.
Anyway, this guy was on the phone too. I said, have you met Magic Alex? He went, oh, Alex, he was a nightmare. Anyway, on that bombshell, dear listener, we will be back tonight at 10 o'clock. It's the last show of the week from us tonight. But Paul Ross is coming up. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
This is Talk Radio.